Hey everybody, how you doing? Joe Findley here. Just a couple of quick pieces of housekeeping before we get going. First off, I wanted to know, have you voted for my pilot podcast in the My Roadcast competition? It's called Review. You can find the link for it on our website, www.miscastcommentary.com. Please go on there and vote. It will actually help us upgrade our studio. We do apologize for the last few episodes. The audio quality has been kind of awful. We do explain a little bit. Basically what happened was we talked about upgrading our studio, and then it's like our studio hurt us, and then pieces started just crumbling on us. Our mixer screwed up, a bunch of other things. We got the new mixer. It's all good now. You'll hear that in an upcoming episode because we've been recording ahead because Todd goes to the sea. You know the whole story. But anyways, go to our website, www.miscastcommentary.com. Click on the link where I'm talking about my roadcast and click vote under review. And you can help us win essentially a whole new studio and a whole new experience for you guys in that realm. So by all means, get in touch. The other thing I wanted to talk about, I wanted to give a quick shout out to, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Jorgen Eliasson, aka Sober Viking on SoundCloud, who pointed out that Jason Momoa had also been considered for Drax. It was just a little piece of trivia that was left out by us. That would have been pretty cool. Didn't really know how I felt about it. I think it would have been all right. I'm happy with Bautista as Drax, but I mean, I think Momoa would have done well. I don't know how people feel about Aquaman, but that would have affected that. So, I mean, you kind of take the good with the bad, I guess. If you hated Aquaman, you're like, oh God, we could have avoided this Aquaman altogether, or we could have gotten the Aquaman we deserve, which was Vince from Entourage being Aquaman, James Cameron directing. Yeah! Oh, yeah! But that didn't happen. These are where the fates left us. There's no alternate timeline, folks. So this is what we got. But I just wanted to say thanks and give a shout out for reaching out to us on SoundCloud. Always, guys, comments are always welcome. Any extra pieces of information that maybe we left out, any comments on what we're doing, anything like that. We love feedback. You can comment on wherever you listen. You can send us an email, podcast@miscastcommentary.com. We always like those. And maybe I have a better chance of pronouncing your name if I don't have to go looking for it. And we can also reach out to us on our Twitter or on our Facebook, @Miscast Podcast on Twitter, facebook.com/Miscast Commentary. We also have the group there, so join our group. All sorts of great stuff. All right. Enough of me talking, on with the show.
This episode brought to you by the Bank of Sokovia. Our interest rates are skyrocketing.
Hey everybody, we're watching Avengers Age of Ultron, and you're listening to Miscast Commentary.
That's the one.
Welcome to Miscast Commentary's Movie Marathon.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
With two guys actually crazy enough to get this done.
And I have a bow and arrow.
Now here are your hosts,
Language!
Joe Findley and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody, how we doing? Welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Findley.
I'm Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
And we are back with you again with another Marvel movie.
Keep rolling. The train keeps rolling.
We have assembled the Avengers again. Not for the last time.
We already did.
We did that once. And it fell apart because we assembled it. So, I mean,
it was because of bad shawarma meat.
Yeah, there were extra pieces lying around, all sorts of shit. But
exactly.
Yeah. So we're back with you now. We're ready to rock and roll, and only one way to do it is to press play.
Now.
All right, we did
Time to live again, people.
Are you guys ready to live again?
Here we go. What was where did we leave off there?
I don't know, some movie. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, good one. That was a good one. Here we are, the second Avengers full-on team-up movie.
Yeah.
We've learned of the existence of space dudes and space chicks.
And this one kind of falls through the cracks in all the Marvel movies too, because it wasn't as exciting as the first Avengers, and then it's not like it's nowhere near the third Avengers. So it'd be interesting to rewatch this again.
Okay, when you are as greased as I am and pantsless and walk backwards everywhere, it all falls in the cracks. All of it. Here we go. Don't get too jazzed up on these two.
They decided apparently because they were talking about this role because they were
fuck it. Look at this shit.
I know because they did Godzilla together, right? And so they were talking about doing this role because they were friends and stuff, and they started learning about like the Ultimates comics, and there was like a weird, like incestuous vibe between them in it, and they decided to like play on it just a little bit, like not like full on like imply anything, but just like
not like Game of Thrones,
the little hand holding and stuff. No, Game of Thrones is watch me do anal with my sister.
That's what I'm saying. They're not going full Game of Thrones.
No, they're not.
I don't remember this scene. I don't remember this movie. I've seen it one time.
I like this action scene, but like just some of the CG here with the bike, I'm not a fan of.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
It's
good enough.
I'll let it slide, but I do like.
Whoa!
Like this is like real Avengers, like fighting.
This is pretty neat.
But I like you got all the cool tech and stuff like that they've been using. This is right out of the comics, so that's badass.
That's cool.
They gave.
I'll rate it again because I watched it the first time. I'm pretty harsh on these ones.
Yeah, well, especially when you have high expectations going into it, like it.
Yes. Man, you got a swear word raise. Was that the first thing said in the whole movie?
The literally first line in the movie.
What
is
kind
shit.
of a movie are we watching here?
I know, right?
Holy jeez.
I don't like that Jarvis answers to Captain America.
He's like the eyes of the team. They all yak to him now.
Yeah, everybody. Jarvis, he's like, I'm busy.
A big
Talk to
fight. Oh, they're rumbling. So last time we saw the team together, Tony Stark's made his big sacrifice, and then we saw Iron Man 3 where he was like kind of PTSD-ing.
And then he de-Iron Man'd everything.
Yeah.
He's back.
Oh, Hawkeye's getting a little piece of the action here for the first time in the whole fucking time.
Well, he had his last battle. The last battle in the other one, he got a lot.
Man, I just do not remember this.
I like that a lot of people complain about that, but I liked the little joke of him like calling out like dirty language and everybody like shitting on him.
Right. Yeah, I got no problem.
They're like, oh, it's a stupid joke. I'm like, what? Like, it's just a fun little thing. It's called character work.
Look at these fucking Sokovians.
Man.
My fuck. Everything they say about Sokovians is true,
This isn't Sokovia. This is just a place.
It said Sokovia.
Oh, did it?
They're in Sokovia, bro.
Oh, they're in Sokovia.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
No, clearly
We're starting again. Okay. We're starting again. That's
Iron
it.
Man 1. Let's get to work.
Here we go. I'm sure it's in Sokovia. I probably just
okay. No, you're probably right.
Fucking guys.
So the only time you've seen these guys was in the after credits of the last movie.
Yes.
So just very briefly, and now we
saw them.
We're seeing Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen.
He was like raging out, and she was like, doing that techno dance move.
She was don't say a wording. I'll never tell. Except she was also floating some shit. But But yeah, it's just it's very interesting.
Baron von Strucker, right?
Yeah, exactly. Who, by some lineage, would be related to the Struckers that are in the Fox X-Men movie Gifted. Oh. That's out because the main family they're the Struckers. Now they've changed
which one?
It's called Gifted. Wasn't bad, but I kind of fell out of love with it.
Aren't they doing Runaways?
They're also doing Runaways. There's like three. Runaways was it's out like it's in season 2 already.
I enjoyed that comic. I didn't read the whole thing, but I read some of the beginning of it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Circus freaks. They can't call them mutants.
I know.
Filthy.
Well, but none of those
mutants.
Are. But the
would they really have been sued if they said like one movie even as a joke?
You better
mutants. Oops.
You better believe
Boom.
They would have.
Court case.
I guarantee you they hired a lawyer just to look. Like it's like your job is to watch the movie word and pick out every single word and make sure.
We hear the word mutant.
Well,
we own the
rights
to Marvel. Whoa.
They can't say mutant. They can't say adamantium. They can't say anything that's related to X-Men in any way, shape, or form. They couldn't even hint at the fact that they are the son and daughter of Magneto.
No, not even close. Whoa. So, I find... Okay, so this scene, too, I was really looking forward to...
yeah.
Mr. Fast Pants here.
Mm-hmm.
And... oh, he's pretty cocky, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's going to get you anyways, bud.
Oh.
Whoa. Anyway, so we got to see... He was in... The X-Men one, and he had that really
Yes.
neat, like the only good scene in the whole
The
movie
other
was
guy
him
from
running
Kick-Ass.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true, right? And he was like jump, and then so you don't get to see nearly that cool in this one.
No, you don't.
Like I thought we were gonna get a really neat scene of him moving really fast, you know, but we don't get it.
No, what you get is you get his effect.
His
a little
blur
bit
as he runs past.
Yeah, you get his blur, and like they do a sort of a slowdown, but not the same by any means. But at the same time, like I think that they did it so well in X-Men that all you could have done is ripped it off,
Right.
and then that's what you are. Is you're the guys.
This was soon after, or almost near the same time.
Yeah, they were basically in pre-production at the same time.
Yeah, did they come out in the same summer?
Within a few months, I think.
Yeah, I think they did too.
I don't recall exactly.
Yeah,
but
so maybe it probably wasn't. But they wouldn't have seen
Yeah.
what the other ones have been doing that, and they would have been like, "Hey, what do you guys got going on? Let's see. Well, we can't do that."
no, well, you never know because they were still Marvel distributed things. So I mean, there's a possibility, but who knows?
Our buddy's got the scepter. Where the hell did he get the scepter from? For Christ's sakes, is that the? Whoa! Look, they got some team up moves they've been
Yeah, I
working
know.
on.
I know. I keep thinking like, oh, that's going to be like in the video game, but then I never saw the video game happen.
I never even saw the video game.
I don't think there was. That's what I'm saying. I
Maybe
was like,
they can do if you play two players in that one where it's like Capcom versus these guys. This just does not seem like the type of group that the Avengers would need to be here for.
well, but it's because of what they have, not because of who they are. So they know they have the scepter.
Right.
And they're like, that's basically like the power of everything that started the original battle. And
Like
they're
they had
"This
a
is-"
pretty good, perimeter there going, but nothing for the Avengers. Fuck man, they could have just sent in Black Widow. Fuck, in one of Tony Stark's suits.
Should have snuck in.
Shotgun.
There we go. Oh, you're just comboing everybody
Yeah,
up.
fucking right I am. It's combo night. This episode brought to you by Combos. The taste of vomit and farts all in one.
With pretzel.
Fucking hate combos. Be our sponsor though.
Yeah. Well,
I'll accept it. I'll munch combos fucking and totally. Once you eat enough things and
suck-
dry
yeah.
heave in your mouth, eventually like you don't even taste it anymore.
I'll suck your peanut butter stuffed dick. Just kidding. I really like this too in this movie is this idea that they've sorted out a way to de-Hulk him, and that they've like, and starts obviously with their relationship. and
She's got to
stuff
whip
like
her
that.
boobs out.
Yeah.
He starts calming down with like one side boob, and then she's like taming the beast.
No,
This is what I forgot about. Like in the later ones, I'm like, why do they even have a relationship? But here you go, something's going on between them.
Yeah.
Only when he's in Hulk form though.
No, that's not true.
She wants to watch him jerk off near plants.
I like this too because I guess.
That's not true to you, eh? Whatever.
No, I know.
You tell me you don't want to see the Hulk dick?
Well, I definitely want to see the Hulk
Take a
dick.
peek. I
No.
pretend like I didn't look, but
No, but
I
yeah.
looked.
In this, I'm just saying, in the original Avengers, you never see him turn back from the Hulk. You only see him turn into the Hulk. And this movie, you never see him turn into the Hulk. You only see him turn back from the Hulk.
Oh, that's something there, eh? That's kind of neat. I wonder
that's-
why they did that. If that was a conscious
Yeah,
choice.
I don't know. I like that they did it though because I like the effect of it. First off,
I
and
can't wait till he's got big old pants on.
and there's a huge and it's again I can never say at the first time say the word vulnerability, but you see that when he's turning back and he's feeling weak and he's feeling done in.
All done in.
All done in. I like.
Oh, Baron von Strucker. Uh-oh.
Oh,
She becomes like one of the most powerful fucking mutants out there.
She kills all the mutants, doesn't she?
in like House of M or something. She changes everything.
I like that they made her like super weird, creepy. For this like beginning part.
She's all Annabelle.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, that was easy. There goes Baron von Struck.
Yeah.
Strucker just got struck, player.
This is bad.
That's what he should have said. Like, come on.
See, there's a reason for the Avengers to be here.
Look at that. Oh, that's one of these guys.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did they get this?
Well, they're just looking around.
Just stole it from the street. Uh-oh, is that him?
Yeah. What was kind of interesting was in the TV show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., episode 19 of season 2 directly leads into this movie. Like that episode came out shortly before this movie did.
Right.
And it was basically Maria Hill Coulson locates the scepter and then tells Maria Hill. And then Maria Hill tells the Avengers.
Right.
And then it goes from there. So she just gave him the mind job.
She just fucked his mind right over.
I like the these little sequences that they put together in this one. Like all the
Whoa.
like you can see like Hulk back there all like put the things through him. Like it's cool. They showed this too. This freaked a lot of people out because they showed a little chunk of this in the
This looks like Avengers Endgame.
yeah. But yeah, they showed a chunk of this in some of the trailers and stuff like that. You see like the shield all busted.
They're
you see
dead.
that, and you're like, oh my god, like everybody's fucking dead.
Of course, it's got to be broken in half right beside him.
Well, yeah. Well, why would it be far away?
Yeah, it's true, Tony.
You could have.
You should have saved them in whatever this is here.
Mm-hmm.
The weird vision of fuck.
Yeah. It's funny, too. This is the only Marvel movie, out of all the Marvel movies we've done, this is the only one that contains no Oscar winners or nominees or anything like that.
Nothing.
Or no winners.
They don't need it.
Specifically.
Oh, he's got big old arrows, something sticking out of his back.
Tons of big old poles. Uh-oh.
He's like, whoa.
Yeah. That's not the kind of dream you want to have.
Oh, did he just break it because his mind is so powerful? He broke out?
Yeah, I always kind of
Because she looked like she was kind of like, whoa.
Yeah. No. Oh, no. This is why she explains in a little bit that she's been able to read his mind.
No, they like him. They're like, this guy's a good dude.
No, it's not that at all.
She looks evil as fuck.
She knows his future.
Whoa.
So we're like 12 minutes into the movie and we just got the title card.
I forgot what we were even watching.
It could be anything.
I could have been in the wrong theater. Thank God that just came up.
Phew.
Above the clouds. Cloud City should have been over to the right.
That would have been amazing.
Lando waving.
You just have it way, way far.
Yeah.
Like
he's still waving. If you zoomed in, you see him waving.
I like this too. You get a little moment with
Is the Hawkeye all hurt?
Yeah. Well,
just like after every mission.
Well, that was my
tend to Hawkeye's wounds.
I know. Well, that was my concern. He got hurt right away. I'm like, is he going to be like
He's
written
done.
out of this one
Yep,
too?
written out.
I like that he's got Beats by Dre to calm him down.
Gotta be the Beats by Dre, huh?
Thanks, Dre.
Should have went with fucking Sennheiser or Bose.
Yeah, sweet Bose. Which I own both now. I have Sennheisers on my ears right now and Bose over there.
Double the casualties. Good. Yeah, way to go, Hulk.
So sexy ScarJo was damaged goods in this movie. She was pregnant while they were filming it.
Oh my God. Out of wedlock? Whoa.
Dirty.
Ooh.
No, so basically they pushed all of the schedule for her up. So they shot like all the first stuff they shot was her stuff so that she wouldn't be showing by the time they were done shooting her. And then they moved on to shoot everything else.
They shot her from the tits up.
Yeah.
Just like always.
Yeah. I was going to say like in Friends, she's always carrying around a laundry basket.
Yeah. Just doing some more laundry.
We're in the middle of a battle. I have this laundry.
Yeah. It really works out in a lot of the battles too. Mm-hmm. She really uses the basket a lot, like over the bad guy's head. He's like, who turned out the lights?
With the right kind of basket, it would work.
Oh yeah, even it's got the, yeah. That's what makes when he says who turned out the lights. There's clearly holes all in that basket, like air holes for stink laundry.
Oh, stink laundry.
Or if you want to flip it over and keep an animal for the summer.
I like to put it in a black garbage bag and seal it tight like toilet wine.
And that's the best type of wine.
What is the thing you told me? Jankum?
Oh, Jankum, yeah, where you take a shit in a bag.
Fuck that noise.
And you leave it down in the basement for like a couple months. And it's got to be the summer. It's going to be hot.
See, I don't even have, I don't own a home. I rent, which means I'm too poor to have Jankum.
That's unbelievable. Too poor for Jankum. Because your balcony would probably start reeking.
Oh my God.
People will be like, it smells like Jankum down there. Everybody knows the Jankum. It's like when you're like, oh, it tastes like shit in here. It's like, I've never tasted shit, but it's like, I'm sure my nostrils have got it kind of right here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? I don't really have to get down and get on that doo-doo.
My brain wouldn't make this comparison for no reason.
Hey, there's the smolder.
So that doctor just recently was in something. She actually played the Asian doctor there. She's Nagini in Fantastic Beasts, the Crimes of Grindelwald that just came out.
Fantastic Beasts and How to Pay for Them?
Yes.
Right on.
Fantastic Breasts and How to Grow Them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Fucking
the
bunch of
Maximovs.
Satovo Nazis. Wait, what is it called again? Sokovo?
Sokovia.
Sokovia.
I'm glad that you're making an effort
really
to pronounce this right.
sounds like Sokovia. This Resident Evil game. We're on this boat.
Yeah.
The Queen Zenobia. Pretty close.
Oh, there you
Pretty
go.
Close.
I'm on it.
He's fast and she's weird. That's how I like him.
No, I like that line too because she did the whole, like, he has a high metabolic blah 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 blah, and he just staring at her like,
He shits a lot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
And fast.
He drops big poops.
You'd never know he was even in there.
Nice.
Look at all rusty face here flying around.
This thing that drove me nuts though, I heard Lindsay Lohan auditioned for Scarlet Witch.
Oh, I think you're gonna say for this charred-faced robot. I think she should have got it. She should have went for,
that.
You know.
Yeah, if she would have went for the broken Ultron at the beginning of this, then yeah, she would have got it.
These robos are out of numerical order when entering the thing here.
They don't have to. They just have to get put back in numerical order. They don't have to enter in numerical order.
Oh, okay. I should have read the dossier.
Come on, bitch.
That burrito's rocking me.
Oh, why'd you
So I have the spicy burrito.
burrito? Oh,
This fucking thing has been trouble.
exactly, man. And trying to figure
And
out.
so, didn't they give this to somebody at the end of one of them?
No, it was the Tesseract at the end of.
Oh, what's this one?
It's the scepter. It's the thing he used to like change everybody. Remember, he was touching them on like the chest, and then he was like brainwashing them by doing so.
Who was doing that?
Loki. Loki had the scepter for the entire movie.
Yeah, and what's it called was in there?
No, the Tesseract was a completely different thing. That was in a It was in a case.
Jeez, he had to double whammy.
Yeah.
Whoa, they're taking it from his buttock, putting it on his.
Uh-oh.
See?
Yeah.
He's got a flat ass now. That's what the joke is making. He's flatlining.
Oh, pancake butt, white
Yep,
boy.
exactly.
I get it. Trying to find.
Oh, he's lying right here.
Well, he's not lying. He doesn't have a girlfriend.
I thought he's married in all this.
Yes, is he married to his girlfriend or his wife?
Well, no, that's what I mean. Like, he's lying. He's married.
Yeah, but he said he did. But he's just saying, I don't have a girlfriend. But that's true. He does not have a girlfriend. He has a wife.
Oh, he doesn't want his wife to know. Sometimes he goes over and sees Mrs. Chang down at the old rub and tug. They actually just
rubby.
talk. She's a wonderful listener.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't want to pay all that money for therapy. We just go talk to her.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, it's like that whole thing where you talk about like really high end, not porn stars, high end like hookers and stuff like that. You're like, yeah, most guys just want to talk.
True.
It's like they spend all this money is because nobody will fucking listen to them.
It's worth it. I think he's trying to find the perfect orange, the perfect circle.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, he's creating a digital version of that when you slam on the table. And then it opens up. You're like, chocolate orange. Like, who wanted this? No one.
Oh no, I was thinking more like a like Yu-Gi-Oh or something like
Yu-Gi-Oh!
that. I'm playing Chinese Battle Dragon.
I am Chinese Battle Dragon.
I gotta tell you, because I used to broadcast that show, and I would see it for like a week straight, and you would still be on the same Yu-Gi-Oh battle. Like it would be it would be like 6 episodes long, and they're sitting there, and
you've
he's
lost 24 pounds. Just like,
basically every like stretch of episodes was the same. One guy came across the other guy. He's like, "We got to battle," but it's them knowing they're playing a card game, but by winning the card game, somehow you've made the Earth better, and
right.
And so they start playing it. They're like, what card is he going to play next? Find out next time on Yu-Gi-Oh! And then they come back into the thing. And the entire episode is that game continued.
Wow. This is like I see like British darts.
Yeah.
People are actually in a big stadium watching them throw darts.
That makes me want to freaking kill myself.
They're fucking losing it too.
But picture Rocky as an example. Okay.
Rocky 4 was just on.
Nice. But picture Rocky 1 ended in the second round.
I'm picturing Rocky 4.
And then Rocky 2 was from round 3 to round 10. And then Rocky 3 was the last 5 rounds of the decision.
And
like that's basically
4 was
what
like the
Yu-Gi-Oh
after
was.
Match interview?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was that old Ron Letterman guy or whatever. You didn't seem to have the punching power today. But like, ugh.
Look at this. It's always Iron Man, causing all these problems.
Yeah.
Always Iron Man and his meddling.
But I like what they did. What they built in this is basically the idea that he knows that even the Avengers can't defend
the whole
everything
world. That's why
forever.
there's the Justice League.
So he's trying. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
so
for
he's
where they can't go, like Metropolis and Gotham.
Yeah, that'd be amazing if you found out those places were actually real places.
That's
It's
out
just
of their
you can't get there.
jurisdiction, though.
You can't get there from here. But the
Ant-Man can.
But I just like the idea of
Okay, so
using him for this, which is basically we can't defend it, and I feel like I'm responsible for figuring out the
artificial intelligence is not the way to go. It always becomes too smart, tries to take over. Didn't you see Terminator 2? He's a smart fucking guy.
But in fairness, artificial intelligence becomes vision too. So what do we do?
Nothing. And look what Vision did. He fucking ruined everything. He's got a jewel right in his head that could ruin the whole universe.
Yeah.
Like how easy it was for that intergalactic dude just to take it.
Yeah. But it would have been hard if he would have gotten them into the jewels in a different order. That's all I'm
He
saying.
knew what he was doing.
But if he didn't have the time gem, he would have failed.
Yeah. That
he
makes
had it.
sense.
So
He knew what he was doing.
yeah.
Did he get that
Yeah,
one
the
first?
No, the time gem was the second last he got.
Isn't it Doctor Strange has the time gem?
That's the one. That's the dude. That's the guy. Integration successful. I like this.
I was like, oh. I love a successful suck.
So it's interesting because
Oh my god.
So we're hearing James Spader. And I like this kind
is
of
neat.
weird grogginess. Yeah. It's like, hey, we're talking to each other. Oh, I like it. I'm also with them for him. They're in the Matrix.
Yeah, they're gonna run into fucking that old white guy watching all those TVs.
Mm-hmm.
Half of them are British soap operas.
Yeah. But I like this idea of a bad guy in that, like, just the idea he instantly has all the information, all the knowledge, all the everything, right? His ability to, like, access money, access, like, whatever he could possibly need. Like, he has people working for him and he gives them money because that's what humans want.
Yeah, I could go for some of that green.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, he's like,
instant.
does he know he's evil?
Yeah. Well, no, he's just. It's like that. It's like that AI thing that's in like iRobot and everything else. It's like the only way to bring the peace that humans want is to destroy the humans because humans can't maintain peace.
Whoa.
I like that they actually
Vision knows what's up.
You can see like the little thing moving around and reminds me of Sauron at the top of the tower. His eye, like
his eyeball.
jutting around.
I like when he sees. He's like, "Wow, we're going down." His eyeball gets all huge. He's like, "Fuck, we're blowing up." Yeah.
And that's when you find out his whole face is Jack Black.
That. Wow.
Coming on, yeah.
You're an acoustic guitar to fire up. There is just every type of person rocking this party. Oh, there he is.
Every type of person. I thought you were just going to go, oh, look, a black one.
Oh, my God. Don Cheadle.
Well, of course Cheadle's there, man. I love this.
We just saw, like, when two programs fight in the interweb.
Yeah.
Like, when our conglomerate on this pod web world grows and grows, and as we absorb that's what happens right there. We are the blue thing.
Yeah.
Everything else is the orange. We are infecting it slowly.
Yeah.
But we'll get there.
I'm not high enough to even dig into that. I gotta. We got that legal weed. I should start dipping into that.
Oh yeah.
So I can get to it. Got that sweet weed, brother.
We just watched a tech rumble. Like within the computer.
Yeah, that's true.
So they're $200 million. Just see, this is what happens when, like the Disney app fucks over this other one. Right there. Is that better? Does that,
Is Disney Plus going to do that to Netflix?
Yes, fucking A, they are. They already are.
I'm on top of it.
They're going to blue wave that motherfuck radio.
Hells yeah. Did you notice how much?
Are you going to switch over?
I don't know.
I guess we got to see what they got going on, right?
I'm going to have both for a while, and then it'll...
For a while. And then you're like, okay, we're only watching whatever. We're only watching Star Wars Mandalorian.
Over and over and over again.
Where you going, son? Sit the fuck down here. He's like, Dad, you're hurting me. I have to pee.
Well, and that'll be the thing. It'll be like how much stuff am I watching and all that stuff. I have a feel. I don't know, like, because Disney's going to come in at a cheaper price point. They've already said that. And Netflix just raised its prices. Look at, man. Thor's dressed like a sex god.
I know. He is, eh?
He's like, I don't know what you guys are celebrating for, but I'm hanging orgies.
So it's not meant for mortal men.
No, he brought that. I love this. We're from Omaha.
There he is.
Stanley.
This is it. This is what really killed Stanley. Not being beaten up at that old folks' home.
Asgardian ale. That's like the most acting he's done.
I know, right? Wow, you guys are fucking like wailed. Are you trying to kill people, Thor? Like, what the fuck?
That would have been amazing if you saw like the one guy's face was half melted off, and you're like, oh my god.
Oh, she like servant. She's been demoted. Is this a help yourself type of party, or did she just boot stomp like the guy's under the table because he's just like nice ass, and then boom, her foot hits his face, and then he's.
I was just thinking.
And now she's serving.
I was just thinking Prego got stuck behind the thing so you couldn't see her belly.
I liked mine better. She's clearly not pregnant. She's just standing behind this bar.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the female body has a way of shutting that down, right? So, like, it's...
No, it doesn't. Come on. It's all an act.
It's a series of tubes.
It's just
No, do you not remember what that, like, old senator said that one time? They were talking about... I think they were talking about abortion and stuff, and then they were like, even in the case of rape, and he's like, well, you don't need to because the female body has a way of shutting that down. Like, it's basically, if you get raped, you won't get pregnant because you won't want it. So your body will just take
the body will.
Yeah. You'll just self-abort.
The baby maker's all like, this is unwanted, shut it down.
Or maybe the egg starts shucking and jiving, and it's just like the sperm's coming out. It's like,
and then it does the Matrix. It's like a sperm,
which is boring because it's a sphere, so it doesn't look like anything happened.
Yeah, you can make it like kind of,
Yeah. Look at even he's dressing nice now.
They're at a party.
Yeah. Look at that. Don't you wish that your muscles were so big that even a dress shirt couldn't hide them?
Yeah, especially when you wear them like 5 times too small so that you can do that.
I would do nothing else, though.
I wouldn't even be wearing a shirt. I would be painted like those nude model chicks. It would look like a shirt. You'd be like, those 2 buttons are weirdly placed. Oh, God. Those are your man tits.
Oh, no. I love this, too. This is just a nice little fun moment.
Oh, I like this, too. I remember this part.
It's a trick.
Here we go. I like he gets worried too. If somebody picks it, like it moves, and he's like, "Whoa!"
Cap moves it. I love it. Yeah.
Here we go.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
He's so shitty. I like all these little, like everybody's little tries. It's so good.
Here we go.
Good old. I'm finding myself lost in this because
I know. It's such a good little scene. So after this one is when they fired. What happened with him and them? With
he was not a fan of.
He's gonna go to suit on.
He was not a fan of how much they were dipping in to his like as far as interfering with him and stuff like that. Like he didn't have that in the first one. That's so funny. Just little... It's funny because like nobody even looked worried. I thought that was kind of gonna be a thing. I like this little moment.
Here we go.
Because it is just the tiniest little.
He's like, whoa.
It's like I think you get.
He's totally worried, eh?
Oh. Well, what does that mean for him if somebody else picks it up, right? It didn't mean much to him before, like what happens later, spoiler alert. But the
how dare you?
I just still feel so bad for the one person who's decided, I'm going to watch this movie for the first time, and I'm going to watch it with miscast commentary. You ruined it, fucking 5 minutes in.
Yep. Happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You're all not worthy.
There was a girl on, now again, we're way far ahead in recording this.
Oh, yeah, it starts like right here. Here it comes.
But there was this little girl magician who was on America's Got Talent, and she put a box down and then walked away from it, was doing some stuff, and then she asked like one of the judges to pick it up, and they couldn't get it off the desk. Then somebody else tried to move. Then she came over and she went in and she just took out a little deck of cards and then put it over here and then just picked up the box and walked away with it. I was like, that was a cool trick.
What was that on?
America's Got Talent.
Oh yeah, one of these shows. Oh, buddy, you're dropping oil all over the fucking place.
I know. I love this. Like, he's decided to have this confusion and this naivete and this kind of like childlike thing, like the characterization that he decided to give Ultron at this juncture is so cool.
Who's that girl there?
That's the Asian girl who saved fucking Hawkeye. So she's
that's Hawkeye's old lady.
That's not his old lady. It's the doctor who was paid to save him.
I don't have a girlfriend. This way he said it so fast. He's banging her. Whatever.
But the
whoa!
But yeah.
You talked the other ones into it.
yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, Spader. I misspoke when we last spoke about when I last spoke about it. No, well, because I said that James Spader had like Ultron's head on top of him when he was motion capture acting, but really what he had was like two tennis balls that looked like eyes that were like above him. And that's what that was the eye line for everything.
So when you're looking at Ultron, you're looking at these balls.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what happened. They said Aaron Taylor Johnson would constantly be yelling, "Look at his balls! Look at his balls!" I like the idea of the Iron Legion, and it's kind of like, I'm kind of sad that we didn't see like another version of it, like moving forward into like even Civil War, perhaps.
Okay, so now I think the Iron Legion is a terrible idea after what happened in Iron Man 3. Yeah. And now this is the third time, or the second time, they've now been taken over and are being used for evil. So then nobody's thinking maybe this AI shit is not a good idea.
They weren't taken over in Iron Man 3.
Whatever.
Iron Man 2, the other dude built his own army that he took over himself.
I thought they used all the... Oh, no, right. In Iron Man 3, he used all his army of his own suits because it was just him.
Which is what I assume is the basis.
Hiding behind the pole? Yeah. This is a fun game. This is a fun drinking game. I forgot about that. She's pregnant.
Every time you can't see her belly, take a drink.
And right now.
And then get somebody, and then come in somebody without that condom.
Sounds like a good fucking game.
I like what they did too. I guess like he was in this scene. I've never seen the motion capture thing. I think it's actually on the extras of this, but like they've kind of like bound him up a bit. Like they braced like his elbow and stuff so he couldn't move it like the right ways and stuff. So he was very limited in his movement.
Like on the set.
Yeah.
I wonder they say he's going blind, apparently, James Spader.
Oh, really?
That he's been going for like a long time.
Oh, that's sad.
I wonder why they picked him. What show was happening right now? He was in that show so hot. Right
oh, The Blacklist.
The Blacklist. There you go.
I really liked that show for the first little while too. I liked the idea. He's amazing in it, but it was just the idea, the procedure of it all gets boring to me.
Right.
And it's like any of those shows. Like I liked CSI at the beginning, but then like how many times can you just watch them go around until a crime is solved?
Right.
And like that's
where he makes his quips.
Yeah, exactly right. I think as soon as Ted Danson was the main guy there, I fucking walked away.
That's when I showed up. I was like, Danson? So this is another, a time where I guess Tony Stark, what is he? He's 1 for 2, 3, like for saving the universe and then also causing its destruction.
Well, I think he
saved them in Avengers 1. He created the problem in this one. I can't remember at the end if he's the MVP, but he always is, so probably.
No, this one's way more of a team effort.
Civil War, he's a prick.
Yeah, well, it's a matter of sides. Yeah, well, no, it's Civil War is because of this. It's basically a carryover of this. He's like the Sokovia Accords are because of this movie,
right?
And so it kind of like goes from there.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I think the thing they did really well in Civil War was that you can so clearly see either side and understand why anybody would choose either side.
Right.
So it was like...
you always got to go with... you always have to go with Captain America, man. He knows what's up.
He's definitely the most no right from wrong guy. But at the same time, there is the need for gray sometimes, and he doesn't have that.
He certainly does not.
He's so black or white, and it's like, no, sometimes you got to do this. He's like, nope, can't.
That's the old grays.
That doesn't compute.
That girl gets to hang out with the Avengers. Whoa, the Avengers.
Well, and that was my thing, because she kind of just disappears at some point, and then you're like, oh, I guess that's...
And Kobe's there.
Yeah, I just keep, like, I see her, and I keep seeing her, I'm like, oh, she's going to be a big part of this, and then eventually she's just gone, and you're like, oh, okay, maybe she got fired? I don't know. We'll never find out.
If you showed up to your job late, possibly 2 days, and they're really mad. If you had a picture of you with the Avengers, you think they'd be like, "Oh fuck!"
Well,
like,
that's
dude, I was saving the world. Maybe you weren't.
Yeah.
That's a fib.
Yeah.
But you were hanging out at this party with them, and you drank some of that Excelsior.
Oh, you don't want some of that
And
shit.
so 2 days later, you know, you're lying in a pool of your own waste.
Thinking you turned into the Hulk and just came back.
Yeah, exactly. By the Hulk.
Oh, we're the Avengers.
He's right. That is a correct statement. They are the Avengers.
See, and that's the end game.
Whoa.
That was not on purpose. Right? See, like
exactly.
again, he's too gung ho. And this movie builds probably more things than anything else because it's also building their
schism.
I know they were never really together. Like even in Avengers, they're always kind of at each other's throats. But like this one is where you get the total dichotomy of philosophies. Like they're just coming from two total different places. I just love
Cap on this one.
Yeah, I just love that the two of them they just finished playing husband and wife and then go over to play brother and sister.
That is that. It's called acting.
No.
Hell yeah.
They made him lose weight when he got this because he was way too jacked when he got hired. And they're like, you need to drop some muscle because like he's like, you need to look like somebody who's a runner, not like somebody who's a monster.
I'm sure if he was still jacked, he could still run fast. If that's his special power, is to run fast.
I agree, but at the same time,
we think there's too much drag. Look at the shoulders.
No, I think what they're thinking is just like the physical act of running fast would just make your body be a runner's body.
Right.
So.
But I'm sure if you were running that fast, you probably would be pretty slim.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you'd be ripped, but you'd be like slim ripped.
Yeah. Well, and they were talking about the whole metabolic blah, 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 blah. So then they're saying like you just wouldn't be able to get big.
You're going so fast because they, you know, I don't know if he can go as fast as the Flash.
Yeah.
But the Flash can go so fast he can like phase through things. So this guy can probably phase a poop right out of him. He doesn't even technically take poops because it just burns apart as he runs.
That's even better. I didn't like, the characterization that they did for.
I think he was too wimpy.
Him. Well, I don't
he,
even know that
he himself broke the Hulk's leg.
Yeah.
In the comics and stuff. Like he was strong as shit.
Yeah.
It was almost the same as like the Avengers versus Thanos. Like he was just way too much for one-on-one.
Yeah. Well, I don't agree that he's wimpy.
He's a wimpy.
It's just that like, because there's nothing here that shows that he's weak.
Sure there is.
What? Like absolutely.
In the end of the movie, he gets his ass kicked in about 4 seconds, and then the robots fight him.
You mean when he's shot in the chest?
I've never stopped anybody before.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was watching it in the theater, I was like, oh man, he's kind of weak.
He dies quick, but he doesn't die weakly. He just like, because he never loses a fight. He just like literally gets shot in the chest. And then that's the end of it. But,
jeez.
But I don't like.
Maybe he doesn't put up that much of a fight.
Yeah.
Something. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. But I like her build too. And I actually, because I disagreed with them, what they did with him in this movie. But then
giving him blonde hair.
Yeah. No, but but then like as the movies started going on and she continued on, I'm like, she needs to not have him for her character to be good. So I was like, I was kind of on board with that.
I was okay with it too, with the blonde hair.
Mm-hmm. Just at the it's the silver hair he has.
Right.
He's Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
He's not Quick Burnett.
True.
Right.
Silver Fox. Do you think he must have been disappointed? Been like, oh fuck, like everybody's like, oh, we're all in this franchise, they're making movies, like
yeah. The idea that you're not even going to carry into a second movie isn't good. Although people have been rumoring that there may be something in Avengers Endgame
everybody could technically be back.
Yeah, so that's not out of the question. A lot of things aren't out of the question, and actually that might be a good step for them, especially if they're going to be losing other characters.
Right.
Like if you're not going to have an Iron Man or you're not going to have a Captain America, whoever, maybe.
I wonder if they're all going to die, eh? Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo!
Yeah. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Only Black Panther dies.
Oh my God.
Imagine that, like, fuck you.
Sorry, guys. There's no second movie.
Yeah. Strict, yeah. Even so, that's what they have to start doing now because the I can't even pay attention. Look at this fucking guy.
I know.
The fuck?
Those tits.
Look at those pants.
He's got those big ass tits.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I was too busy looking at his Captain America dick.
Oh, now I'm looking at his big Captain America ass. The bubble butt.
Anyway, sorry, you were saying.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
No.
The hell was I saying? Frig.
I apologize.
Is that what you write with your own blood after you like cut it out of yourself? Is it
If you
really
have
a
the
peaceful act?
I think somebody else wrote peace, but that's
I gotta go. Are you in the bathroom? No, I'm standing on the phone. Oh, sorry.
Girlfriend.
I still don't
Wait,
understand
what?
how this works. I'm sorry.
That's now there's lies. Because now he said it was in...
Told ya.
Don't be so rough with the tablet, Thor. It's not Asgardian
I'm
technology.
like, what the frig?
It's just fucking Korean.
Yep. Oh, Trizzy.
Ultra. That would be an amazing name for him. Yeah, well, Trizzy, what's the word?
That's after when he's hiding out, he becomes like a gangster.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be the next bad guy in Luke Cage season 3
Yeah.
on Disney, whatever.
Yeah.
Flicks.
Forgot to mention when we saw him, though, seeing as Strucker just died. Strucker was played by Thomas Kretschmann, who was, he played Damaskinos in Blade 2, like the super old vampire dude.
He did?
Yeah. He was in
I thought that
U571.
was, oh God, that was the guy from the
Yeah, he wasn't
the
the one.
Aerosmith video.
Yeah, he was also in The Pianist, Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Well, Resident Evil Apocalypse, sorry. He was in King Kong, Valkyrie. So yeah, so some stuff.
He's getting some work out there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he said Wakanda. Look at the talking about Wakanda here.
The last of
Throwing
it.
a little. Did they just tell us that is made of vibranium?
Yes. Well, we knew it was vibranium
Oh,
before.
Look, they're so close.
Mhm. We knew it was vibranium before, but we didn't know what vibranium, other than
Right.
it's super strong metal, it's indestructible. We didn't know what it was, where it came from, bada bada bada.
So during this whole scene, you can bet your ass like Black Panther's sister is probably watching him on the
Probably.
monitor. They're so close. Like I don't know exactly. Africa is a big place, but in terms of here's fucking.
It takes 11 minutes to drive across Africa.
I played a simulator game.
It's basically
Rocket car.
yeah, it's just the map was filled out better to make it look like, because it looked really like weak sauce.
I forgot that he was in this.
Really?
Wow.
Oh man.
It makes sense.
Yes.
There's a little through line there now,
Yeah.
right? A little.
And again, so far ahead of the game. Like, how many movies is between this and Black Panther?
A lot.
Right? So
A
it's
lot
like,
of them. They're always thinking.
yeah. Like this is
Andy fucking, there's Gollum.
yeah. So this movie is essentially one that's awesome. I do like that a lot actually. But this movie is essentially like the foreshadower of phase 2 and 3. It's like, I'm going to tell you about fucking everything.
He's got a good South African accent too going on
He's-
here.
He does not get enough live action roles.
Oh, he's still making mad cash.
He is.
He's
but-
doing good.
He is, but he just deserves to be a face man a little bit more.
I think he is slowly starting to be, because everything he's in, he's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
He plays these characters so well.
Best movie he was in was with Mark Ruffalo in 13 Going on 30, where he plays the magazine editor.
The 13
He's
going on 30.
He's Jennifer Garner's boss.
Nice.
Yeah, it's so good. He they gave him such a he's got his facial expressions and stuff are just so badass. Like he just you can see Gollum in it, which is his only downfall is that I see Gollum every time I look at his face.
Oh, you do? I
Oh.
can see it because I know.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's especially it's the eyes. If you get a close up on his eyes, it's like nothing to it.
This guy's always just getting put through the fucking ringer, eh?
Yeah.
Getting all fucked over.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny too, because he is he's a very physical actor and stuff like that too, but he's like kind of getting up in years now, right? He's
Clearly labeled barrels.
yeah.
Very nice to see.
I know, I always love that.
You don't want to mix up, the hand moisturizer with the toxic waste,
Nope. Certainly don't.
which it says on the barrels to put them directly beside each other for storage.
Don't throw the liquid.
He should have been, he's very CGE. like
Yeah.
Ultron.
Yeah, very much.
Like
so.
I think that for a lot of these scenes, they could have had a real dude standing there. You know what I'm saying?
What do
Like
you
they could
mean?
have had like a real robot guy, like an exoskeleton, something.
It's possible.
The upper half of
Like-
him, like
the Stan Winston-y kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that their concern is when it looks different. It's like, yeah, it's like this, then it's clearly this, and they're like, you know what, we would rather it just look consistent
The
across the
whole time.
board, because the difference will take you out of it more than because like even in Terminator 2 where everything looked really cool, I can tell when it's a stop motion animation.
of course, or
robot,
whatever, yeah.
and the robot and a puppeteered robot and a CG'd robot. Like it's like I can always tell the difference between the
Especially
things.
in this scene where it's like it's just the exoskeleton coming at him. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh fuck yeah. Like I still like it though.
I know. I love that he just rips his arm off. He's like, oh god, no,
Oh,
sorry.
that's where his arm got ripped off.
Yeah. I just like that so much because it was just like it was almost innocent on his part. He's like, I'm so sorry. Like, oh no.
They're so fragile, these humans. I mean, my God.
Right?
Whoa. I think they might be a little outgunned here. That's a strange thing to say. Thor, maybe not. Nah.
Nice.
If she was at full strength, they would be totally outgunned.
Sorry.
And they don't seem to have ever dealt with a really fast guy before.
Yeah.
Like all of them were just like, what just happened?
Well, they don't. But again, it's something you flat out can't see coming.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So it's like once it's not like they're like, hey, everybody, be on the alert in case a fast dude comes. Just swing around just in case somebody. That vibranium.
Vibranium. I actually have a tattoo on my penis
Yeah.
of a hard penis, and that penis is vibranium.
Nice.
Yeah,
Ugh.
because mine's forever flaccid.
Nice.
Damn
I almost
grenade.
wish, like,
Oh,
Ultron actually, I was going to say that Ultron wasn't a good bad guy for this movie, but I don't actually agree with that. Because I was going to say maybe he would have been a good, like, just Iron Man bad guy.
yeah, because
But-
I don't know. I'm not digging him. It just seems like the same thing that we've already seen. I don't blame Joss Whedon.
No.
But he seemed to, when making this movie, I remember him saying in the interview something about like he was kind of obsessed with Ultron. Like he had to make Ultron like the bad guy.
Yeah. So here's a little bit of a
here we go.
scenes.
Ooh.
See, it's not bad. It's just not as like this is awesome.
Nice.
But I like it's not as shiny as the X-Men one. Like the X-Men one got its own sequence, whereas he just got like a quick.
Right. They got a lot of
shot,
shit to
right?
accomplish here. So,
But
a lot of FaceTime, a lot of service action.
But I know exactly what you're talking about for basically Ultron is doing exactly what happened in the first. Like it's just like this giant onslaught of faceless.
Yeah,
whatever.
like
And I do understand that, but at the same time, like
let's see what happens.
what do you do with like you've got the Avengers,
Yeah.
right? It's like the whole Superman and the Wonder
Exactly.
Woman and all that
Trying
thing.
to find a bad guy for
It's
them is
like-
pretty tough.
Like, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna get like some like dirty like drug dealers or something like
Right.
that. It's like you have to have end of the world things like come at you, and even in its own way,
Oh,
Thanos
shit.
is similar. I love that. The last line he says is, "And I am mighty."
Yeah, fortunately, I'm mighty. Okay, so does his speed, I don't understand as well with Quicksilver.
Yeah.
He flies past
Yeah.
Thor.
Yeah.
And I don't think even at full speed, if he ran into Thor, it would be like hitting a brick wall. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think his speed equates to power.
Well, imagine this.
I guess maybe if he is going really fast.
Yeah.
Like, I guess the Flash would really fuck you up when he would fly past you.
Yeah,
But you
I
know what
like
I'm saying? It's like Thor's super strong. This guy's just a little thing.
Yeah, but again, it's not strength because he's not using his muscles against him. He's literally just getting
Using
hit.
the force of...
But think about a bullet. If I throw a bullet at your head, it's not going to hurt very much. But if I shot you with it,
Right.
right? So it's
Yeah, that's
so
not a bad, like... Well, I guess the velocity, too. Well, that's the whole thing with
Yeah.
Flash. Flash would...
yeah. His strength is physics. Basically,
Fucking nerd.
you know, if I run
Is this Doctor
past,
Strange's house?
yeah,
Look at the staircase here.
I know this scene right here is what makes me want the Black Widow movie so bad.
Who's It was fucking. Oh, it's what's her name. This also is very kind of like reminiscent of like Thanos fucking with you with the brainstone.
The reality gem.
Yeah.
That guy, whoever that guy was, it should have been John Malkovich.
Do you feel that stupid Red Sparrow movie with what's her name was sort of like this tale? Only they're like, hey, let's tell it, but we'll call it.
I think that they really wanted to dip into Russian Spy pretty badly.
Yeah, like it seemed really like almost like her backstory.
I think that came. I bet you that came more from the Americans than from this, though.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like it was. Oh,
you should see his old lady getting. Oh, there she is.
Peggy's back, baby. You were gonna wish for her, and you just got her. Swinged it. I like this too because what is this? It's another setup
party.
This is the setup for Ragnarok.
Oh yeah.
Like so, we have now set up Black Panther.
Holy fuck! Like, he certainly did do a good job. Heimdall.
Yeah.
Good man.
I like to call it Jaime if they never let me.
Drop the Heimdime. Don't imagine. In his dream, he should have been a little scrawny guy.
Yeah.
And she should have been laughing at him and banging at Bucky.
Well, there's a couple ways they could have went. They also could have went like he's in the middle of the war and he's the little guy.
Yeah.
And so like
she's getting banged.
Either way,
like
he's
Nazis.
He's being cuckolded.
She's a Nazi.
Red Skull is bent her over,
banging her. And that's when he makes the comment that they don't call him Red Skull because of his head, and then he pulls his penis out.
Mm-hmm. So you just got flashes of the Infinity Stones and of Vision's eyes during Thor's vision there.
So he knows shit.
This is so sad. No, it really is. Like, she explains it more later, but, like, they did a really good job. This is, like, a legitimately scary scene.
Uh-oh. Took her a while. She was, like, trapped.
Yeah. Well, she got
trapped in a K-hole.
Well, she got zapped with that thing from...
Oh, buddy, it's Hawkeye's
I like that
magic. Stop your magic brain from working arrow.
Yeah, but I like that that happened, though. It was basically his, I'm not going to be brainwashed again in this movie.
Right. Yeah, I like that. True, right?
I already got brainwashed. Fuck that noise. I'm already... See, and this is an interesting little twist on that thing, too, is the whole idea where he is all of them. They are all him. So
yeah, so chasing him is kind of dumb.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, he's
shit.
The eyes, too. Eh?
Oh, she fucked with him.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember seeing the shots of this and being like, and like, because they always do even now with like Endgame and stuff. They're like, if you zoom in on this shot of the Hulk in the preview, look at his eyes, like something's wrong with him.
Yeah.
They're pretty good at guessing this shit. Like these nerdos on the line, man. That's why I have looked up nothing for Endgame. Nothing.
Oh,
I get things on my phone. I'm like, nope. They're like, oh, these people might have just spoiled this. Oh my god, is this Hulkbuster armor coming from space?
Yeah, it is. I like
like Trump's talking about Space Force, yo.
Yep. Well, I like too because
holy fuck.
I mean the simple trivia of he named the Hulkbuster Veronica. It's because Hulk's or Banner's girlfriend was Betty. So you got Betty and Veronica.
That's kind of cheeky. Yeah, okay, so this totally is, this really, as we watch these, it really is awesome. Like, so much more than when you just, because you've seen them, everything, it really does connect.
Yeah.
And I can't believe, so we've got Wakanda, we've got, what's his name? The no-arm guy, he shouldn't have been killed, the Black Panther. What the fuck's his name?
Oh,
Gollum there.
Yeah.
We got him, and we just saw the Infinity Stones, and this is totally like, this is why all the superheroes are going to have to be registered.
Yeah.
And you have to see their face because this shit is happening way too often.
Yeah. And it actually leads, it's this event that's happening right here.
Yep.
And then the final battle event are just like, so many people died.
Not to mention the whole Civil War shit that just happened. Well, no, that didn't happen yet.
Yeah. But like, this is what's really interesting in this scene
Hulk.
is like all the other Hulk scenes that you've had have been him basically attacking things that are attacking him.
Yes.
But this one, he just about killed an innocent woman. Like,
Holy fuck.
Oh, he's so jacked up.
He's all hopped up.
He looks like a young
the zoom
Brock
in
Lesnar.
cam. A young, yeah.
Yeah,
Brock Lesnar's way bigger and greener than that now.
Yeah. I really like what they did with the Hulkbuster armor and the fact
That's
that
kinda neat.
Iron Man is in the, like, it's not Stark in Hulkbuster armor, it's Iron Man in Hulkbuster
Inside,
armor.
yeah.
So it's like he's using Iron Man's power to move those arms and legs, so it's like double power.
Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, those orders just got
Yeah.
fucked right up.
I also like the idea that
Holy shit.
that he was designed with Bruce Banner. He's like, I understand Hulk better than you.
Right.
So I know what's going to be required to actually fight.
Yeah, how the hell would he know? He's in Hulk fucking mode.
Yeah, but it's
wow,
the same.
a lot of innocent people are probably being murdered right now.
I know, but he has flat out said he understands what's happening when he's the Hulk. He just can't do anything about it.
Oh, he's like helpless.
Yeah.
That would be awful.
Yeah. So what he like? So yeah, that's the whole thing. He's and what is he saying? Avengers. He's like, I'm just out there. I'm exposed.
An exposed nerve.
Yeah, like an boo.
Whoa! I love that sound.
Yeah. That reminds me of there's that one sound effect from I love this. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
He's like, please work.
I know. But the what was it? Like, look at, like, they've thought of everything, and the fact that so right now Banner's fighting him every bit as much as Stark is.
Yes.
Which is
Banner's like, stop this.
Which is kind of, no, but I mean, even just like his ideas are a part of the Hulkbuster, right? So
they've really done a number also, if you watch these movies, of the Hulk, of it really showing how dangerous the Hulk really is.
Mm-hmm.
Like the rage, because this is, remember before he was all pissed off and he fought Thor, and now he's fighting, like a major battle in every Avengers movie is against the Hulk.
Yeah, absolutely.
For one reason or another. This fight is a lot bigger than I remember it, actually.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
Boom. Oh. Whoa, he knocked his Hulk tooth right out.
I wish that was something they followed up on with him as Banner again. He's like, where's my tooth?
Yeah, for real, right? Holy shit.
It's so good. And like, this is something, and it's kind of a cheat in a way, is all the fast motion and quick like cuts and stuff like this, but it just works so
it still
goddamn
works.
well.
It's still a comprehensive scene to me. I still know what's going on.
Absolutely.
I like the different views, as long as you don't go too fucking bay.
Yeah.
Where every 12 set, holy fuck, he cracked his cracked the glass there.
I like this. How quickly can we buy this building?
Wow, but Jesus Christ, you're gonna buy the whole fucking town? You just broke the whole fucking thing. That's what killed Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, it did kill him.
That's what killed Hulk and remember that Bruce Bixby one? The one with or Bill Bixby?
Yeah.
He falls out of like a plane way high up in the air, and then when he hits the ground, he dies. It was like the death of the Hulk. It was like a TV movie.
What?
Yeah, it was in the movie, the TV movie.
Oh, okay.
I'm positive about it. He falls out of a plane.
Yeah, I believe
Even though
you.
what's funny is because the Hulk can jump that high.
Well, that was what I was
the
thinking.
fuck, like.
Well, and I was thinking
he wasn't that strong back in the day.
Apparently not.
Well, because TV, they couldn't pull it off.
People always just decide, like, anybody who does a storyline with the Hulk, like, say somebody hires me to do an arc of the Hulk, then I start to, like, I can make him anything I want, essentially. Like, you have basic rules you got to follow, but if I decide that he can lose a fight to this person, I decide Quicksilver can break his legs, so be it. Like, that's
that's
canon,
the end of it,
right?
Like, that is the look at this little stubble.
I like this too. Is if that was a Banner realization in the Hulk too?
Yeah.
Like that was him.
Absolutely
what's happening, and I like that a lot.
He's like, oh shit, and then he starts getting all revved up again, and then done. So Hulk was defeated by a Hulkbuster. Yeah. See, that disappointed me as well too. Yeah. I never like seeing the Hulk get beat, but by the time what's it called comes out there, I'm like, whatever, he gets beat all the time. Fuck, whatever.
It's necessary.
It is very necessary. I agree.
It's unfortunate because you don't want them to stray from.
There's a justification.
Yeah,
he was haunted.
Yeah, his
brain or whatever.
Yeah,
that wasn't the full. There was something going on there.
Yeah, that was a distracted Hulk.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. He didn't even know why he was doing it. He was like in a drug. He was like on bath salts. He's like, I'm half naked.
That's a fantastic.
I'm fighting things. He's like, what am I? I'm not even really into this.
Could you imagine if just in one of these movies you just got to see the most gruesome version of the Hulk? Like he just literally took some child's head and ripped it off and like ate it.
That's when it goes to like the rated R Avengers.
Well, that's what made me wonder. I'm like, are they ever going to get to the point where they'll let them do a solo Hulk and then you get Ross turning into Red Hulk or something like that? And
that would be a cool Hulk movie, actually. I dig the whole Red Hulk thing.
I think that would be their next
You
move.
gotta watch out. He's hot.
Mm-hmm. They're going to the Kent farm.
What are you boys doing here? Martha or whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah. One of you boys.
That was the title of the episode I just edited, which was all the moms have the same name.
They do.
I know.
It helps out when superheroes are battling each other and you need an end.
Yeah.
We can't let these guys die.
So this is Linda Cardellini, who she was in Freaks and Geeks and Legally Blonde.
Is this his girlfriend?
Yeah, it's his wife, fucker.
Well, who's his girlfriend? That Asian chick?
He doesn't have a girlfriend.
We just saw on the phone. He was like, hey, girlfriend, what's up? Unless he's like RuPaul. Or, hey, girlfriend, you know, like.
I genuinely believe that you want me to kill myself, like in front of you. Today,
when we have a live episode. Only when we have a live episode.
Yeah, today's Bell Let's Talk Day in Canada, by the way, which is about talking about mental health. And Todd's trying to drive me to commit suicide in front
I thought that
of
was
him.
the point of it.
Yeah. Let's talk about why you should be dead.
Yeah. Do you know when you do it, they will talk about mental health. So you see, I'm doing a good thing driving you to this.
All right, that's good.
Believe me.
I feel like the best I'm gonna get is local man found dead.
Just listen. I'm like that ghost. Just come to the river with me. I'll tell you everything there. Trust me.
I love to like this is like the most human side of Black Widow you ever get to
Here
see.
you go. Here's your head crushing scene.
Oh,
Thor, not realizing his own power, crushes the girl's head.
Just like hammer straight down,
like battle toads. Just hammer spikes her into the fucking
you
ground.
you just see it hits the ground and essentially like purple jam comes out of every side.
Purple jam. Jam.
So, anyways,
he's freaked out about his vision.
I know. So Linda Cardellini, who's the wife there, she was also Velma in the Scooby-Doo movies.
Ooh,
right. I did not know that actually
until I
was doing the research.
That's good. Actually, so Hawkeye's lady.
Mm-hmm. And she was also in. Did you ever see Grandma's Boy?
No.
Okay.
I heard it's pretty funny.
It's not bad. It's exactly like the immature stoner humor kind of thing, but it's fun. It's whatever.
So this is all he can afford on his Avengers salary?
Well, I don't think they make a ton of money.
He probably had to borrow it off of Stark for fuck's sakes.
Although I feel like they own a lot of land. Like I think they're all about land, not high tech stuff.
It doesn't seem like it.
He does say that this was set up for him. He's definitely got something opens up and all
exactly his wife.
I feel like it's probably the whole house is on like a pneumatic system, so it looks like he can just lift it like it's nothing, and then there's just like a stockpile of arrows.
Like Braun Strowman flipping the boss's limo.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe
if you put it on the right thing.
Yeah, the right angle. It's all about the angles and the face you make. He's really look at the face he's doing it.
Yeah, this is important for him too because you get the. You actually have somebody worried about him that he should not be a part of this. Is like, do you not understand that you're not a superhero?
Sure he is. He's got the tights.
Yeah.
The gods.
Yeah.
Oh, look, she's like getting all hot looking at fucking.
She starts fucking like.
Out there, yeah.
Starts flicking her bean.
Flicking her bean.
That's not the first time I've said that on here.
Is it gonna be? Is it gonna be her in the movie? When we see why he's all pissed off and in the rain all the time.
Oh, they're definitely dead.
No, I mean, they're going to show her. Is it going to be her, the actress? Like, do you think she'll be in it?
I don't think so.
I'll bet you she will.
Okay.
I don't think she's got nothing. Okay, I think she's got some things going on, but when these guys call you back, fucking I'll do it.
I just didn't think they would bother to be like. I didn't think that they wouldn't be able to get her.
They could just show like the back of her head.
Yeah.
Blow away with the leaves.
I'm just waiting for a phone call. Like, you don't even see him, and you're just like, yep, she's back. It's great.
Okay, so in the scene, is it going to be some super fucking intense scene where he's sitting there and they disappear? Or is he going to be not there?
You'll probably get a little flashback or something, but you're going to discover, like, basically, I think what you're going to see, and you kind of get a little bit of it from the trailer, is Black Widow is going to come up on a fight where this one guy is wiping people the fuck out, like a ton of people, and then that's when you find out it is now Ronan, and then they're going to be talking, and he's going to let him in on the fact that his wife and children disappeared and turned to ash in front of his face.
Ant-Man seems like he's taking it pretty well.
Ant-Man, he's because Paul Rudd,
Ever the optimist.
yeah, Paul Rudd is ever the optimist.
Okay, so far, right?
Yeah.
Ultron himself has done no fighting.
Yeah. No, he fought Iron Man.
Oh, that's right, but then he blew him up.
Yes.
So he's already gotten his ass kicked.
Yeah.
But he has stated already. Who the fuck was that using that?
Ultron used it.
Well,
Ultron grabbed that scepter.
What do you find, like the fucking program of how to use the scepter there? Or what?
He's made of the scepter.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's right.
So he knows it.
And Jarvis is made of
Come.
Tony's old jizzy pants and some nunchucks he found in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
He is the scepter. So essentially, he's pretty much the threat is because he's like a mastermind. It's more so of him thinking because he's using Scarlet Witch.
Yes.
And Quick Boy there.
Quick.
And
that should have been his name. Quick Boy.
Pretty quick there, boy. Not fast, but
Quick Boy and Mindy Girl.
Oh, what did you say?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
He said something about being the real Hulk for the first time. Whoa.
Yeah.
He's misinterpreting. He's not.
Dream. Yeah, this is you get all sorts of human out of her in this one. Like when you find like she lets her she lets
Tell
her
me about your dream lady. Yeah.
What's it called?
What's what called?
Well, just like the thing
sexual tension. I don't see no baby here.
What if that's the
They probably film this soon.
This is
whoa.
Yeah, this is actually what the worst thing is for her, because she's literally having to be upset about saying she can't have a baby while she's in the middle of being pregnant. That probably messes with you.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. I've got to act non-pregnant even though I'm pregnant. That's why they make the big bucks. Oh my, Hulk's gay.
That'd be amazing. You see, he's all hulked out. That's why he's always angry, is because he can never get his hands on some dick.
On some dick. On his own dick.
Mm-hmm. There's only one person he can possibly even just wrap his hand around it, and it's Shaq.
Maybe it's Shaq. Like sometimes when he's like transforming, forwards or backwards, going there or coming back, like maybe there's just a moment where he's Mark Ruffalo and it's just all Hulk cock.
I know. Like just the
why is he? What is he not going for this?
Well, he's basically saying, I can't have a family. I can't be like, because she's
not what she's looking for right now. She's looking for a bang, brah.
No, they're talking about being together, and she's just flat out saying like, I can't. He's like, I can't. Like, you can't ask me to try and make a kid or anything like that.
She can't anyway.
And then she's flat. Well, she's letting that.
They
him
ripped
know
her
that
baby
right
maker out.
Yeah, and that's
she's gonna cry and everything. Well, this is Russian.
Yeah.
She's really opening up to this Hulk.
Yeah.
Fucking get over there.
But isn't that like a horrifying thing to hear from somebody? Yeah, so when they became a spy, they made me barren so I could get fucked all the time and not worry about getting preggers.
I'm eye on the prize. She clearly is in a desperate, vulnerable situation, and she needs someone to take advantage of that. Right? That's what this whole thing's about these days.
You don't get a nerd to do that because, I mean, I was in a position to take advantage a couple of times, and I couldn't bring myself to do that shit.
Yeah, for God's sakes, neither could I. Oh, a fucking bullshit world we living in. Or morals kick in at the worst possible time.
No, it's the problem. That was never my problem.
Like, hey, don't push that old lady into that bus.
Yeah,
I was like so close.
I know. Morality has never been my problem. It's always been anxiety.
Yeah, fucking anxiety.
Look at his sick Under Armour.
I forgot about all this shit, man. I totally forgot they're having this moment out in the woods like the Ninja Turtles when they got all fucked up.
That's exactly
and they had to go to fucking. They had to go.
Oh my god!
Casey Jones to take care of them.
That's
Raphael's in the tub.
I was just gonna say you're gonna see one of them just sitting there drawing pictures.
No, you gotta get that shot where it's like it's gotta be, who would be walking through, probably Dr. Banner. And remember, because he does the whole, whoo, he sees something in the grass, he goes, whoo, whoo, the Ninja Turtle. He's like walking around the house. I think it's Donatello. He goes like, because he sees something.
Well, Banner's definitely the Donatello of the group.
Yeah. That's funny that it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. You would think that the Donatello of the brains would be Stark.
Yeah.
Who would Stark be then? Leonardo?
No,
maybe he'd
Captain
be Raph.
America. Captain America. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Captain America's Leonardo.
He's Raph because he's always got the attitude and the.
Kind of the irony. I think
Mikey.
I think Thor is
Michelangelo.
because I think
He's dumb.
He's also kind of the thing about Michelangelo in any version of the thing. He's the best with his weapon too. Michelangelo is always
he's on point. Whoa. Just hanging out in a barn.
It's like everybody else has their weapons, but like a nunchuck is such a precision like skill set thing, and
I know. I think you can make a case for all of them, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I think they're all good. I just think that he's that much better.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, but so he's also got that, but then he's also the one who likes to party the most. If you think about it, like he's like, he's like,
he does like
we've
ale.
won a battle. Let's have revels. You know, like
ooh, I like revels.
I do like
is that
revels.
a beer? Is that an actual drink?
Revels without a cause,
Yeah.
baby. I like his new eye patch.
Is it a Snake Plissken approved eye patch?
No, did I show you my Snake?
Yes,
Plissken?
of course. Why in God's name?
I love Loot Crate very much, but that is the worst thing I've ever gotten out of a Loot Crate.
Oh hell, I don't even have a Loot Crate, and thank you, keep sending him shitty stuff because I get it.
I could have got one of those. I could have got one of those from like a Midway for like 20 tickets. Like I just had to like hit it like whack-a-mole for 10 straight minutes, and I would have been fine.
They're having a big old talkaroo here, man.
I do like to, because like Scarlet Witch basically starts all of this. Like he had inklings of trying to find a way to protect people in the way that didn't risk his friends' lives, but then Scarlet Witch triggered everything. He's like, I have to do this has to be done today.
I think that maybe did they discuss like, oh fuck man, this guy's like the most consistent player in the game.
I actually forgot he was in this.
Fuck, he's in every one of them twice. He's the real Avenger. Real heroes like you out there.
I know.
Changing toilet paper rolls and cleaning shit off of the floor.
I love that.
Salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth. You've been using that a lot today.
I know, right?
So, interesting date.
Not on here.
No. Interesting date for this movie is June 13th. It happens to be the same birthday as Chris Evans, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, the Olsen twins, just because Elizabeth Olsen's here, Stellan Skarsgård, and Kat Denning.
What?
All of them have the same birthday. Different
What
years.
day did you say it was?
June 13th.
The fuck is with that?
I know, they fucking party, man.
Oh, he's eating all the fucking Rice Krispie squares. Way to go.
That'd be amazing if the next movie you see him in, he's all fat because he's just gotten. He's like, I haven't
hanging
been
out here.
He's like, I haven't been fighting against Hydra all this time, so now I'm just like, I've taken the snacks and it's fine.
Oh, I saw another Captain Marvel preview today. It was about 12 seconds long.
Oh, really?
It was literally her just flying. She does a turn, shoots, and he goes, Captain Marvel. And I was like, to the point.
That's what you need.
Right to the point.
Little flashes, and then like you want to let him in on who the bad guy is, so you like.
No, they just showed nothing.
Boom. Well, we already knew who the
Yeah.
bad guy is, so it's not a big deal.
Skrull T. Jones.
Yeah, Skrull T. Jones and Ronan, baby. Ronan the Accuser.
Oh, yeah, not the other. I don't like that they call it the same fucking thing, man. Ronan and Ronan.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't their fault because like that was two separate people and using two different versions.
So
of
if
Marvel.
it's Ronan, I wonder if he shacked up with Thanos at this time. It is 20 years before.
Yeah. That's a great question.
Yeah.
Actually. I feel like a question though. I have a feeling he won't be. He's going to lose his battle and he's going to go, what do I have to do to get what I need to get? And that's going to be team with Thanos.
Because he gets the gem in, like he's powerful enough to hold one of those stones.
Yeah.
In his little, well, he's not holding on to it literally, but his piece, you know.
Well, he had it in his hand for a split second to actually put it in there.
He's like, "Ooh, potato, get in there."
That would have been amazing if he was about I would have loved that so much.
Like a little moment where like Buddy ripped his arm off there.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all gonna evolve, except for miscast commentary, baby.
Nope.
Stay the course.
Miscast commentary, not improving one little bit, no matter what you try.
Since the day we started.
Since the day. Yeah.
She's really getting a lot of screen time.
Like too much.
I told you, man. I saw her in the background. They're really giving her. Who is this chick?
Yeah. She's one of 4 characters in Crimes of Grindelwald, and she's a snake half the time.
Oh.
So, like, well, in Harry Potter, Nagini's the big snake in the original series, right? She is actually, and you find out in Crimes of Grindelwald that Nagini was a person who is cursed. Like, she can switch back and forth between being a snake and a person, but she's cursed with one day she'll never be able to switch back.
Damn.
And
So she's got to pick one?
No,
stick with human lady.
No, she's one day she'll turn into a snake and never switch back.
I would
Like,
never be a snake then.
No,
Fuck
you
it.
never. Yeah, well, no, but there's no choice.
No, I know, like,
yeah.
but before that, I would be a human.
Yes.
Because, like, I'm going to be stuck as a snake forever. Like, fuck this.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to stay a human as long
See,
as I can.
To me, I would do it every now and again just to get used to it, just to be like, I want to, know what
Are you
it's
going to
like
have
to
your
be
same brain?
I guess.
Like, so you're going to be a human brain stuck in a snake.
Yeah.
Bummer. Maybe that's all snakes now.
I don't know. I like to think of it kind of like a werewolf or something like that, where you are of both minds already. So you were, even
Well, I
when you
think
were a
when you
human,
become the werewolf,
when you were
though-
human, you were kind of a snake. So when you're a snake, you're kind of a human. It's
Right.
just-
I hear ya. Like Jack Nicholson and Wolf.
I wanted so bad for you to say something else, like Jack Nicholson in The Departed. Like Jack Nicholson in Anger Management.
He's always got the wolf into him.
The Water of Sight.
And he came to this nerdo to figure out what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, so why is Ultron making Vision, even though he knows Vision was just being all
He's
like,
not-
hey, I don't like you, bud?
He's not making Vision, he's making a new body for himself.
Ah,
So that's like he's making,
Right.
he's making an indestructible body made out of
well,
adamantium. Well,
as far as he knows,
Yeah.
indestructible.
the internet hub in Norway. I want to go to Norway so bad.
So this is?
Yeah.
So much giant fucking cell phone screens everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Just a bunch of. Well, I guess it would be Nokia's.
That lady from Superman 3 should be running around in here.
That would be amazing.
Don't they fight the machine in here?
No.
Oh, here we go. This is how I bathe.
I was.
Ripped and with some old guy watching me.
Don't
Fuck
look
yeah.
away.
Yeah, exactly. Always got to go back to this orgy. Do you think that Ramadam there was helping him? Or was that part of just the Vision? Oh.
I
Okay,
don't.
Before you answer that question.
I can't because I don't know who Ramadam is.
The blind guy.
Oh, Heimdall. So
Heimdall.
not even a little bit. Okay, so we're
Oh,
learning
look at
about we're getting the stones and then
Cool
you
mint
see,
breeze, cinnamon, lemon, and what else we got? All the flavors, the Ringo.
they would have to be. It would have to be like berry blast or something. Like
Exactly.
that.
Purple's berry blast. Yeah. Absolutely. Dude, that's a t-shirt.
All right. Thank you
Okay,
very much.
my my question is, did Magic Red here, did she, because she was changed herself.
Yes.
Like they fucked with her.
Yes, with the scepter.
Did she
this version.
somehow in her mind know to plant the seeds in their minds when Ultron was like, hey, do this to them? Did she plant some seeds in there to get themselves out? Because she, in the back of her mind, she's like, I'm good. Like,
I think what she's doing isn't so much like something specific. Like she's not going in and giving them even a vision.
Right.
She's basically triggering visions. She's like, there's something gross in your
that's
head.
what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
still, could she have done a little something to be like a get out of jail? Like right now, she's realizing that
Yeah.
we're fucked too. Like, way to
Yeah.
go, Ultron. What
Well-
do you know that maybe because they were locked in a booth for this long, they don't know that like when you work, they'll just fuck you over when
Yeah.
you work with the bad guy.
Yeah. Well, but at the time, you don't know. At that moment, he was the good guy.
He was the good guy.
So she's aware of what's going on though, because she just hypnotized the Asian lady there.
Oh fuck.
So I'm only gonna call her Nagini from now on. Her name is Claudia Kim, but I'm not gonna respect all that.
I forget we're in movie land here.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that she's already been
She
in this movie
paused.
too
He's like,
long.
"Oh, God,
Boom. Oh, there
she's-
we go.
Yeah, there you
She's
go, there
gone. Wait, guys, friends. I like my thing about like seeing modern day like robots and androids and stuff like that in movies. I really like to look at all the moving parts. Like when they
Right.
get close-ups, I want to see like what's moving in their throat. What were those little things spinning? Is that what's like making his jaw able to open? or
Freaking
is that doing
Transformers where
something
things
else?
are just like spinning and twirling, and there's like a fidget spinner in there, and
there were several fidget spinners.
I know. I was like, what the?
Well, they were
fuck am I even
racist
looking
with
at
jazz,
here?
and he had spinning rims and all that shit. Like,
Oh, she took a full-on
Yeah.
blast from Ultron. Tough broad.
yeah. Jazz was actually, that's something people don't know. Jazz was actually pimped by Ja Rule.
Before that festival.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to be at my festival, girl?
Fire. Oh, I gotta watch that documentary.
I know. I want to see it too. There's like 2 of them out.
Yeah.
Go.
It's a lot of documentaries. The Ted Bundy tapes.
Where's
is in.
this? Oh, I'm watching that.
Yeah.
You know what? I saw the first one. I told myself, I was like, I'm not really digging this. And it's funny because now I'm like 3 episodes in.
Yeah.
And I find it to be sort of...
Sexual.
No. Is this like the same bridge that John McClane was rolling up and their plane was shooting at him? It looks the same.
I don't know.
And Die Hard 9.
Huh.
Fuck.
I don't know. You were just talking about, I don't know.
Who cares? Look at this jump.
Whee!
No, he's like, they're way too early.
Oh no, we were talking about Ted Bundy, and you were talking about.
Oh, and everybody's upset because it's like, and it's actually, to be honest with you, the whole thing is very upsetting because, like, he apparently, according to people, he was a very good-looking guy.
Yes.
And even during his trial, tons of young girls are there.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the hell? It's like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Go watch Surviving R. Kelly. The same shit happened. I know
And
there
it's
wasn't
like-
murders in that version.
And
but-
it's funny because even people who know he did all these things are still like, he's hot. And it's like such a fucking weird, like, and you know what? And they're talking about the new Ted Bundy movie with Zac Efron. And they're like, oh, Zac Efron's too hot, blah, blah. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm watching this special and he's perfect.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to be like, wow, is he ever a good looking dude?
Like,
and then
almost to
he's
a
a fucking monster.
almost to a distracting
Right.
level.
Like
Yeah.
why everybody voted for Trudeau. That's why I voted for him, a sexy motherfucker.
Hello. But the my biggest disappointment in the Ted Bundy tapes was that Peg's not there looking for sex. Ted, let's have sex. No pig.
But the thing too is that they're on TMZ and they're going all off because it's like, oh, it's, glorifying this and that. And the whole thing is glorifying. You don't need a documentary. This is the thing that I don't get. Is why do we want it? It's like I really need to figure out or try and understand what was going on in his mind. Who gives a fuck what was going on in his mind? Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
He murdered a bunch of people. He's fucked.
This is a part of the whole serial
It's a
killer
romanticizing that they always do, especially in the States. There's always the anniversary of this murder, this, making movies about, and I'm not saying I'm not a hypocrite. I'm watching.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I
sitting
hear
there
you.
watching the fucking Bundy tape and the whole time I'm like, I don't even want to be watching this. I'm like, what am I doing?
But there's also something about the whole idea of
Whoa.
watch that now. So I get so distracted.
I know there's like action happening.
But it's the whole idea of you're just talking about like the hypocrisy of the watching of the fame, but like the idea of being famous is a big reason that some of these criminals do these sort of things.
Yes.
So giving them these platforms,
So you're giving them what they want.
precisely.
Yeah.
So
That was pretty sweet right there.
Yeah.
But that's why the whole thing is just so strange to me.
I
And I said after I watched the first episode, I was like, I do not, with the person I was watching with, I was like, I do not want to watch this anymore.
Yeah.
And they were like, why? And I was like, because I feel like it's glorifying him. But more than that, even no matter which way the argument goes, it's a documentary about some dude that fucking murdered a bunch of people.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm like, the fuck, like, and that was a movie. And I'm like, I don't know.
Who's that dude?
I'll watch the whole thing too. Like,
Yeah.
I will. I'm already 4 episodes in or something.
Well,
So
at
like,
that
I'll watch it. I'm gonna watch it now.
At that point, you've wasted your life if you
Well,
don't
yeah,
watch
it's already
it all.
2. Yeah, it's like what you're gonna halfway
totally
through just to throw the fucking thing.
Well, I was thinking the same thing when I was watching
Oh.
that Surviving R. Kelly. Now, the one thing I am broadcasting it, so I mean, it's like kind of something I'm being paid to see. But at the same time, you're watching it, and it's just so fucking horrifying, and you're screaming
So
at
he
these
really is
people.
like a monster, as bad
Well,
as they say, huh?
Like, it started with, like, to me, and I'll tell you, I only ever knew about the P tape. I didn't know about his relationship
right.
with 15-year-old Aaliyah. I didn't know that
He knew
used
too.
to, like, when he was, like, in his 20s, he was scoping the malls for teenagers, and he was going back to his own high school looking for girls.
Yeah.
And I didn't know about after he was found innocent, or, well, like, during his trial, girls were showing up, and he started dating those girls afterwards.
What a hero.
But the only thing I did know was I like that their faces also become rockets for some reason.
Well, no, that's when you're like, we just don't have enough.
Just a little bit more.
Boom. A lot of good real car crashes going on there, though.
But like one thing I did know, which actually was from like an Aziz Ansari bit, but no, it was when they were asking R. Kelly, like right after the trial, he goes, "Are you attracted?" He's like, basically, and in the documentary, the guy who did the interview actually said, he's like, I'm gonna throw him the most softball questions, start this thing out simple, so then we can get oh, there we go. They're good now.
Yeah,
so,
here we go.
But the idea is, so then we can get into it from there. I was like, I'm going to ask a question that everybody wants me to ask, but should be a very simple answer for him. Hey, R. Kelly, are you attracted to teenage girls? And first thing he says, what do you mean by teenage? Whoa. I was like,
that's like, well, at least it wasn't as bad as it could have been, right? I love that whole just totally like don't even answer the question. Just
he just kept.
What do you consider teenage? Do you mean mentally?
Yeah.
Because I know 13-year-old girls that are smarter than a 50-year-old.
Well, it was a little bit of that, but he's like, you're talking like 19. And then like I'm like dude, the answer's no. Like even
if the answer is yes, just say no.
Yeah.
Are you stupid?
Totally
like,
cool to lie. But then they would have interviews with these parents who were like, oh yeah, so my daughter, like we let my daughter go over to R. Kelly's house after this trial took place. And then they were like, why would you ever let that happen? And they were like, well, he was found not guilty. So like, what are we going to do? Right. And I'm sitting there and I yelled out in my
people
at work.
And TMZ and shit said the same thing. Well, he's not guilty, court of law, so.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I yelled out in my work. I'm like, just for the fuck of it, how about you just say, don't date him?
Yeah.
Go get fucking like CeeLo Green or something.
Well, because they all know. They all know that Bryan Singer is like running a pedophile ring. They know that R. Kelly's a dirtbag from hell. They know that Chris Brown is a piece of dog shit. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. Yeah. They've got money. They buy their way out of everything.
And he makes his girls go out and get more girls too. Like that was
Chris Brown. Well, that's a true collier, man. This guy's like this. He should come up with a book on how to do this, man. This is like fuck, man, and get away with it. Like wow,
it's bananas.
Well, I don't know. Now he's in shit. But I don't know. Can he get in trouble for anything? Now?
He's being investigated by the FBI right now, actually.
You know what's funny, too, is because, like, it takes a documentary to come on a major network before they do anything about it. Yeah. When they've known TMZ's been talking about it for years. Yep. They said, like, oh, there was the girl, a mother of a girl who was supposedly with R. Kelly, was arrested for being at R. Kelly's house, freaking out, like, let me see my daughter, where's my daughter? And it's happened multiple times and nobody says like a thing, but now there's a documentary, it's like, oh, fuck. Yeah. Now we have to, even though we all knew.
Yeah, we're being, now
we have to. That's the worst, that's like the worst thing about Hollywood. It's all a bunch of, the whole thing's a bunch of bullshit. Yeah. If they can get away with it, they will. Yeah. If not, they're like, whoa, okay, now we'll adjust accordingly.
But we are both available to be hired for any like Hollywood projects that are out and about and running.
Absolutely, especially ones with 13-year-olds.
Ideal.
Oh wait, what? Shit! I was going to say that.
No, my daughter turns 8 in 2 weeks. We're not having that kid. So that's too close to 13.
Fucking R. Kelly. Look, we missed half the movie talking about dirty R. Kelly.
But we, Ultron's back, baby, or Jarvis is back.
How did they find him?
What's that? Oh, he says in the thing essentially he's been like digging around through all their old.
He didn't really get. You can never really erase anything.
Well, basically, Jarvis made himself disappear and then like kind of represented himself.
He pretended. He pulled the old rope-a-dope on fucking Program Ultron.
Love it.
He went down. He hung out with that old guy. Got some coffee. The old guy told him some stories. He regained his strength. Yeah. They probably watched the Never-Ending Story on VHS. Man, that gets me pumped.
With a little automatic rewinder next to it, so you don't have to waste the time.
Exactly.
I get it. So what we did miss in this was Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch saying basically, Tony has the this body and stuff like that, and he's like, don't worry, he's gonna take care of it. And Scarlet Witch is, and like, no, he's not. It's like, I saw in his brain, and he will do anything to save you guys and to make this right. And he's like, so when given the opportunity, he will not destroy that thing because he thinks it's gonna, and he's like, he's gonna end up destroying the world because of that. And so, and it's literally the first second he gets to think.
See what he just said to friggin'? He talks him into making Ultron, and now he's like, "Hey, we're monsters. We both did this.
Yeah.
We both did this." And it's like, "You motherfucker!" Like,
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a big fight. They had been like at the beginning of their conversation, they had been talking about Ultron for a long time.
right.
Now, I do understand, like a buddy of mine who's like a mega comic purist, furious that Hank Pym, like there's no mention of Pym,
Right.
like in this and stuff like that. I'm like, this could have been a very simple thing. I think they could have done a couple of really quick rewrites to make everybody happy.
They could have just mentioned him.
Ultron should have been an idea that he found in his dad's stuff. That he then,
was Ant-Man originally made Ultron?
Hank Pym as Ant-Man originally made Ultron.
Oh, so Michael Douglas.
Yeah. So, but like this predates when there was a Scott Lang
Right. So
as
they have to
Ant-Man
do,
and stuff.
yeah.
But what happened? So they have to deal with that. But also, they weren't ready for him to be involved in the MCU yet. But they wanted Ultron for this. So what you do is you take, you just backstory it a little bit with I love so scary. That was even like I like that because that even freaked her out. But the I do.
It only freaked you out.
I know, but I base a lot on the emotions she's feeling because she's usually so calm, cool, and collected.
Not
you
this
know?
one.
No,
Now she's like the damsel in distress.
well, she's locked up by a mega robot. But
Could he have taken Hawkeye? No, he already had his.
yeah, exactly.
He already had his.
No, but
he's like, no fucking way.
Anyways, what was I saying? I was talking about Stark and so Stark
How Ultron was really made.
So I was like, Stark could just say, going through his dad's old stuff, he found a concept for Ultron, but they didn't have the technology to do it. And then these two guys have been devising it ever since. And then Ant-Man comes out, and then they can call back to this movie and go, that was my design back from whatever. And because they mention how Stark stole a bunch of his designs and all that sort of thing. So I'm like, boom, you take that right there, you tie those two things together, everybody's happy forever.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's all we need.
That's what I need. Like,
I think they did a good job still.
No, I love the story.
You know?
I love the story, but sometimes I just want to appease the fucking mega nerds because they want to bum you out so bad.
Whoa.
Oh,
What the fuck? Oh.
I had this idea, and there's a character I wrote one time who essentially he had the power of speed, but not like the not like the Flash or anything like that. It was more like reactive. But basically, everybody's powers came out of their adrenaline, so they didn't have superpowers in like day-to-day life. But if they were in danger or under attack or something like that, then they would like come into being. And that was my idea, was like for the speed. Was like basically everything would slow down for him. So he would be going fast, but he wouldn't know he was going fast.
Right.
So just everything slowed down for him.
So Thor realizes he should do this, or
Yes, the Vision has basically told him, and that's why his name
power
is
this
Vision.
guy up.
Yeah, that's why his name is Vision,
Cool.
because this was his vision.
So Tony Stark was actually right this time.
Yeah.
That was a very Civil War-esque moment.
Yeah.
Where them all fighting, and Hulk was actually with Tony Stark.
Mm-hmm.
Surprised. There he is.
Yeah. Although I honestly think if he was in Civil War, he would have been with Tony.
Who, Hulk?
Yeah, he feels so freaking guilty about hurting people and stuff like that that
he would be on his side.
Yeah.
Usually in the comics, though, he takes Captain America. Whichever way Captain America goes, that's where the Hulk goes.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's getting it.
I love this.
It's like, I can't go outside. I'm practically naked. What would they think of
It'd
me?
be awesome if he just had a big robo dick.
Like Dr. Manhattan.
Or no, even better, a tiny robo dick. They were just like, just in case.
He's more of a mind fucker.
He's essentially going to, there you go. No, I was just going to say, because he's essentially like the perfect being, that it would just be like very funny of them to just give him a little dick.
Is he wearing like...
No, it's just he's mostly green.
Oh.
So they fixed that up.
Oh, he knows he did it.
So yeah, they've now put the mind gem into him, and he's decided to give himself a cape because... Is he doing that to replicate Thor? Because he's talking to Thor when he gives himself a
I
cape.
think he kind of was, yeah.
Like he's kind of like, you and I are kind of the same thing, right?
The
So
Mind
I'm gonna have-
Stone.
yeah.
Nice.
Isn't Stark is right.
Okay, well, see, if you look at this, a lot of people, myself included, I was thinking like, oh, I don't want to see Captain Marvel come down and just wail on Thanos.
Yeah.
But they needed help with Ultron and got another character, same kind of thing.
Yeah. It's what you need is just something. I don't think she's going to be like the one to just come down and whip his ass when nobody else could. She's the one to turn the tides, to like tip the scales.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I love that he's just got a weird Bruce Lee as a DJ shirt on. I find it very distracting, but quite joyous. Every time I look at it, and I'm like, oh yeah.
I wonder how long his makeup took.
I have no
That's
idea.
probably a suit. It's probably just a skin suit. Suits probably took a couple hours even just to put that fucking thing on.
Well, I'm thinking, just off the top of my head, bald cap, red makeup, and then all the green is like silicone. You know what I mean? And then he's got like little silicone red things on him too. Like
That's half probably CG for fuck's sakes.
Who knows? Yeah, he's just actually like Paul Bettany is just an eyeball.
Because it looks all like there's tons and tons of, I don't know, on his face. I wonder if that's actually there. Like
I'm sure.
Like the little, I don't know how to
Actually,
say it. There's like little fucking.
To my knowledge, he's all practical.
That's wicked. That's wicked awesome.
Awesome. It's wicked smart. Paul Bettany, interesting little tie-in. Paul Bettany and Stellan Skarsgård are friends in real life.
Yeah.
And his son is named Stellan after Stellan Skarsgård.
No shit.
That's real life shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's all over the fucking place, just like us.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna spread like Ultron, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Maybe I am a monster. Even now that you're just talking right now, we know you're not, clearly. Like, you know what I mean? You're very articulate. So was dead, buddy.
Yeah. You're so you're so well spoken. That's what they all say, right?
Yep.
That's that racist bullshit.
That
legit blew my mind.
Everybody's like, whoa.
See, I don't get why.
You see the bottom screen? Look at
Yeah. Yeah, our closed captioning's got fun.
Instead of closed captioning, it was just emojis of the emotions they were feeling in that moment.
Amazing. I don't really understand why Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are so confused. They don't really understand the mythos of the hammer. He knows he tried to catch it one time and couldn't. I love that they just have extra sneaks for him. He's like, I got some
super
kicks.
sneaks.
I got some kicks. But you imagine, like, how fast would he go through them? This is interesting too.
Good call. He's got to get special ones made. He's gonna have to get like Stark shoes.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what kills him.
I like that you find out he keeps robbing sneakerheads. So he's wearing like these like vintage Jordans and he's running around, but then they're like on fire and he takes them off and he puts on like these like ones that have been like spray painted by like fucking Banksy.
Look at they just said right there, they're all waiting for Iron Man.
Hell yeah. I liked this is interesting too, especially with Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, because they're the only ones who haven't been through this in such an official capacity. Like they've not been at war.
Okay, strange guy that just appeared out of nowhere and ran off.
Yeah, somebody.
Yeah, that worked pretty well.
This is Sokovia. This happens all the time. I'm actually liking him more rewatching this movie.
He's not bad, eh?
Like he's not
the little role they gave him, he did well.
Yeah. I think knowing what they were gonna do with him, they kind of like limited him a little bit.
At least they evacuated the city.
Yeah. Well, they're working.
Unlike in any of the DC ones where they just destroy half the planet.
Yeah. It was like 911 9/11s.
Oh, that's right. It is Sokovia. It's not. It's not New York. Yo, New York.
New York.
Monsters. He looks pissed.
I'm a monster. I'm a big bad monster.
Just a big fat piece of shit.
Oh God, Vader, no.
Poor Vader.
I'm actually shocked how much I remember about wrestling. Like especially like those little moments are just
Oh, here he is. Come on, get your fucking Hulk on, brah.
I love this too. Is the idea hello.
Pew, pew.
Is just the idea that he's like, I'm going to save you because I care about you, but I'm not. I'm not hulking. Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't want to be the Hulk, man. He's fucking. I wouldn't either, man. Fuck.
Well, and this is why I think in Civil War, the movie, the way they laid things out, that he wouldn't side with Captain America.
Right. I hear you. No, I agree with you. I bet you if he was there, he probably would have.
Although I'm guessing, I think it's the way that you angle the argument, because if it's a matter of, I want to be able to be the superhero the way I want to be, he doesn't want to be a superhero. But if they angle it as you are government property, then he's like, I'm not going to be your weapon either, type thing. In which case, then he goes to Captain America. So I guess maybe there's a possibility, like he's a fence sitter.
Well, fuck, man, Iron Man, he lied to Spider-Man straight up.
Yeah.
Ooh, God, I get cracked out, man. Getting old and cracking.
We're going to do a lot of crack.
This is the first day that I'm most likely not going to complain about the heat, as it is like minus fucking the coldest place in the world. Yeah. Literally 2 days ago, Ontario.
Yeah.
Just above Thunder Bay, it was minus 51.
I know. I was on Twitter with somebody who they were talking about in Wisconsin.
Here they come.
Yeah. They were talking about in Wisconsin that they had shut down, like they were like shutting down businesses and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, it's bad in Wisconsin when they're shutting down the bars. They're like, I don't understand why anybody's working at all. I'm like, guys, you're Wisconsin. Yeah. You're used to the cold. It was only at the time, it was 5 degrees colder there than it was here.
Everything's still running here. Buses, everything's still going.
Literally everything. My kid was in school. Everybody was at work. Nothing is shut down.
We're Canadian.
Mm-hmm. But I did like the governor of Kentucky, like kind of lost it that they closed the schools. They're like, how soft are we that we're closing our schools? I know southern states are not well equipped to. I love this. Woo! But they're not well equipped.
Have it all, like in The Crow, where he's like, have it all.
Pretty much. But yeah, I know the southern states aren't well equipped with like, especially with the roads and stuff like that when winter conditions hit them. But at the same time, it's like, Jesus,
it's a place that gets winter.
Yeah.
Like, why is this so...
Mm-hmm. Like, Wisconsin, it's unacceptable to be complaining right now. You can complain that, it's super duper cold, and there are steps that need to be taken.
I told you he was a mind fucker.
Yeah. He did. He mind fucked them. So he's basically put a firewall on him so he can't continue to spread.
You can't friggin' get him... Jesus, I wish we can do that with STDs. I'm raging out of control like a fucking California wildfire, baby.
One day. Those look like the Matrix, like hovercraft things.
Is this fucker waking up?
Well, he's awake.
This big old bird from, holy shit.
Yeah. See this?
Oh, yeah, this whole fucking place, like...
Yeah. Yeah, so basically the idea is they're turning this town into a meteor that's going to destroy the Earth once it's raised high enough. What the fuck? It would have been amazing if all the Avengers were on the wrong side of the collapse. So now the thing's just getting raised up. Like, I guess we're fucked then, right? Like, there's not much we can do. We can get the Quinjet. No, the Quinjet's on that side.
Holy fuck. How the hell are they even doing this?
Well, they actually lifted an Eastern European town. The
EU took a vote.
Yes.
Which place could be turned into a screaming meteorite?
This was the original Brexit. We're leaving the EU straight up.
This is when, like Quebec and like Alberta, like, we're leaving. we're getting out of here. Holy fuck. Is this like a bunch of robots under the ground just lifting the fucking place up?
Yeah, essentially. Well, no, it's not robots. It's they built a bunch of...
and he wants to kill everybody?
Yeah, he's basically said, like, he's like, the only thing that should be alive is me. And the only thing that will survive this meteor thing will be him. And all of him.
So hang out yourself? Like, fuck, that's boring as fuck, man.
Yeah, that's what he's down with, man.
No, that's just ridiculous. They're Ultron. Come on.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it'll be all robots.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. He'll have robot friends.
Yeah, but there won't be internet, so I don't know what his end game is.
No Wi-Fi, no fuck all.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, no WWE network. Woo, girl. This will turn him into the Hulk. Here you go. He's going to be like, you bitch.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Push me into a hole. He's like, you did it now. I'm coming right after you. He's like, when this whole thing's over, girl, you thought I ran after you before?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to like get on his back and then like just like be piggybacked on her. Oh, she did.
She is. I don't remember any of this shit, man.
I vaguely remember it. But,
Hulk. Oh, Jesus. Just let her go flying,
yeah,
bro.
she just got jacked. Sun's getting low. It would have been nice if he just flipped her off. Just like, I did not want to be back. Boom.
Even for what? Oh, yeah, he gets a little
Yeah.
senior. Yeah, he's moving so fucking fast. He's
Yeah.
totally just wait. Because you see, there was like a wave, like a blast wave.
Yeah. And then you're just basically then also have to buy into the idea that he's built to take it too, because
Yeah, it has to
realistically,
be.
like him
If
being
you
made
can go that, if your superpowers to go that fast, you can take it.
yeah, because even the physical
Holy fuck,
act
there's
of
people still in here.
I know. Well, even the physical act of having to take the G-force of running would be hard enough.
Hopefully they were the only family in there.
No, not by a long shot.
Holy fuck.
It'd be amazing. You just see it was actually a daycare. The place was filled with babies.
Right. I think. Oh God, why can't we make a movie?
Why, you trying to murder some babies with me?
You know that's all I've ever wanted.
Yeah.
See, you know the problem. See, and it is the movie is actually like most of the movies when we watch them again. Like this is a lot better than I remember.
Yeah.
And he is more of a mastermind.
Yeah.
Because he's not even in the scene right now.
Yeah.
But he's masterminded this.
Yes.
He's done that. Whoa.
Well, but technically he is in the scene because he's every one of them.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a whole philosophical thing. That girl had some big old boobs.
Yes, she did. That's why I woed.
Yeah. This
Big
movie
old
just got
Slovakian.
great.
Slovakian.
It would have been the best if he was further marginalized. Like he just had regular arrows and he'd hit them and it would just like dink off of them like ping.
He's
like,
just the. Oh yeah. They're getting a lot of scenes of the other people in this one actually.
Yeah. Yeah, well that's what like this one has a much closer like screen time. Captain America has the most screen time than Iron Man and then,
In this movie?
Thor. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There's been a lot of Hawkeye in this one.
There has
actually.
been a lot, but he's
Hopefully
been
he's
concentrated into chunks.
Yeah, well, hopefully he's not all upset on this one. Fuck, man, they really gave it to him in this one.
No, he wasn't, to my knowledge, anyways. While they're having their "you got to go do this" and I have a boner. Actually, this is one of my favorite lines in the whole movie. He's like, "I have a bow and arrow."
Yep. You're fucking right, man.
I do like he's. That's a great like speech.
I'd fucking go out there, man.
Yeah. All right. Good job. He's so sharp in this. So it's really good.
Whoa! We got some. Where the fuck does he get all these arrows from?
I love that though. The city is flying. You know.
Yeah. Well,
But-
come on.
But to let you know where this one came in, so it had a $250 million budget, made $85 million on the first day.
Oh my god.
So it was of that first weekend, it made 84.5% of all the money in the box
Holy
office.
fuck. This is neat. These parts right here where they're saving one
Yeah.
one person here. You know what I mean? It's kind of neat. It's like everyone counts.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, okay, go.
Oh, sorry. So this opened ahead of Furious 7. It had $192 million its opening weekend. What else was out? Cinderella, Ex Machina. It stayed in number 1 for the second week.
I still haven't seen Ex Machina.
It went down to number 3 in week 3. Pitch Perfect 2 and Mad Max Fury Road knocked it down. But domestically, it's the second highest grossing of all the movies we've done so far. It made $459 million, so it's right between Avengers and Iron Man 3. And that's also the way it went for the world. It made $1.4 billion, this movie.
Woo!
So just under Avengers 1 for 1.52.
So
and just over of Iron Man 3's 1.2 billion. But it sits at the 5th place in the IMDb ratings. It's got 7.4 out of 10 stars.
7.4?
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems right.
Yeah.
Seems
Well,
like
I mean,
a
they
proper...
all like Captain America is still the lowest rated. It's 6.9, which I don't agree with. I'd put that into a mid 7 as well. But
She had to get ready, eh? She had to get all fucking worked up.
this is good. She said she felt really silly doing this because it's just a lot of like she just walks around and waves her hands around while nothing happens. And she's like,
Same thing with all the rest of them.
But she actually worked with like dance choreographers and stuff to kind of create like movement.
They must have been like some kind of fantasy dance team, so they know how to like throw orbs and do magic.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't have just somebody that's only got like 5 years tap teaching you how to throw a fucking fireball.
Savion Glover. She doesn't do magic with her feet, dumbass.
Exactly. It's Hawkeye. The other guys aren't even here. It's just Hawkeye.
It's another great funny line that he just got where he's talking about killing Quicksilver.
Oh my god, he does die too.
I apologize if you can hear it, but my ear is itchy.
Good. Itch it up.
Yeah.
Oh, here's okay. You know what? No, here he is. He's going toe to toe with fucking Thor here.
Yeah.
And he went toe to toe with Captain America on the bus there.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
See, he hasn't done anything weak. He just got shot. See, and he even shrug off the bullet.
Suit.
What? No, I don't think he's got a bulletproof suit. He was bleeding.
Start hooking him up.
I think that would have been like, that's one of those things. Like, I think they like Fantastic Four did that. I don't know if they did that in the newer version of the movie, but they're talking about their suits like adapt to what they need and stuff like that. And I was like, that's really all you need to do with every superhero is like, this is your suit and it's because it helps you. Like, it's like, you know, it's like, this is the suit we've given you because it helps you with G-forces and it'll like protect you against debris and things that are hitting you if it fast.
Right.
Boom, now you're bulletproof. Like, that's just, I buy it. And like the movies being what they are.
Yeah, of course, that's all you need. You're bulletproof now, kid. Done.
Well, it's like when we were talking about recently. I was on, well, not that recently, from people who are listening to this now, but I was on a podcast called Who Cares Anyway on YouTube, and we were talking about fantasy casting the Knights of the Old Republic if it was made into a movie, and we were talking a lot about like, oh, and then we would do this with the story and do this with the story, and then it was like, because in the end, space wizards, it's all space wizards.
It works for me.
Yeah, so you can
Even
buy
the slightest justification. I'm down.
Yeah, you can buy into it, or you don't believe in space wizards.
That's right.
Love this moment.
Fuck.
The original.
Of course,
one.
there it is, eh? Is this fucking Shielder driving her here? Is it gonna be Kobe?
Kobe Bryant? Yes.
Yep. Oh, there she is.
Oh,
First they had the big-titted Russian.
Oh my god.
Well, it's a Russian-esque mother back.
I guarantee you that was just a horny like line producer or something. Go, we gotta put this girl in the movie. Oh, we gotta put her in.
Whoa. Oh, there they are.
It's
There
that
they are.
guy.
Where's Colton?
That's
That's his name, right?
yeah. It's
No, good old 64.
Playing Galaga.
They got the same. Look at the old fuckers coming out here.
Love these things. Oh, I love. Well, and I like that too. And this also gives the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. a little bit of a nudge.
This is
too,
what S.H.I.E.L.D. is supposed to be.
Yeah, and that was an important season too, when they when S.H.I.E.L.D. fell after after Winter Soldier. That like impacts Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. big time, right? And then like basically Nick Fury puts Coulson on the task of rebuilding S.H.I.E.L.D. This is when it gets awesome because they start bringing everybody in.
I forgot about all this crazy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. You forget. It's like these guys were all at the party, and then you just totally forget about them, and then they come back, and you're like,
Falcon.
Oh, yeah.
Falcon should be here.
Oh, no, Falcon doesn't fly.
No, right? But what's the last one we just watched? Part 2.
Yeah, Falcon's there. He's around.
That wasn't
Civil
War.
No,
that was Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
That's right.
Yeah.
Where's this fucker at? Come on, get your flying ass in here.
Yeah, you lazy.
You're missing all the fucking action here, bud.
That'd be amazing if some of them just like, nah, I don't really want to get involved.
I'm not feeling this one. I was
like,
at the movies. Hey, there should be a guy played by Andrew Dice Clay.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, it's me, Booster Gold. Hey,
there's Agent Fuckwad over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
He should be the Punisher. Fuck all this shit.
God, I'm gonna fucking. Oh, by the way, Punisher. I just finished this season.
Is it as good as the first one,
dude? You still? I told you needed to watch a little bit more, and it gets awesome. But
I think I went back just to catch up and was just bored as I always was. I'm getting there, honest to God.
Because I was like, you get a few episodes in, which is slow, and then literally once one scene happens, it never stops being like hardcore.
I'll tell you when it happens. I'm still in the middle of watching.
Okay.
It's probably episode fucking 8 or 9.
But anyways, no, it's not even that late.
I would have kept watching it if Andrew Dice Clay was fucking the Punisher.
Get the fuck over here. But
so killer.
But anyways, this latest season, my favorite in memoriam. I've never laughed at an in memoriam before, but I laughed insanely. The very last shot. Now, there's no spoiler in this. The very last shot of this season of thing is Punisher opening fire into a crowd of people. He's like double guns, like in the image from the comic. It's just him going, ugh, cut to black, fade up in loving memory of Stan Lee.
Oh, nice.
I laughed out. I laughed so hard at that. I was just like, he literally just murdered like 30 people, and they just said in loving memory of Stan Lee. They might as well have just had him like, murder a Stan Lee lookalike.
It's gonna murk you.
Oh my fuck! It was so bad. Oh, see, Zucchini doesn't seem like a big enough penis for the Hulk.
Holy fuck! Here she comes. There's actually a lot of action in the end of this one, man. Holy fuck!
Quite a bit going on.
I'm still not really that big on it.
You're never big enough on the action, though.
Nah.
If it's not...
No, I mean the movie itself. The movie does actually have really good action.
Okay.
More so than I remember.
Okay.
But still, the movie as a whole, I'm just like, meh.
Okay, I hear you.
Although really good shit in it.
Yeah.
Like the through lines, very good.
The context that it provides and
Yes.
links and stuff. Yeah, I'm with you. I was gonna tell you before we started this, one of our channels at work, Action, is going off the air.
Oh my god!
And they're rebranding it, so now we're gonna have Adult Swim Canada.
Oh no way!
Yeah, so that's coming.
I've seen all the movies a million times on the fucking channel, anyways.
Yeah, but anyways, they're trying to decide something fun to do for their last day, and so far there's been 2 things that have been discussed, nothing finalized. One was that they're going to have constant explosions airing for the entire 24-hour period.
That'd be so sweet.
And then the other one was just somebody frying bacon for 24 hours.
Split the difference.
Yeah, exploding bacon.
Yeah.
Here's
exactly. Oh, here it is.
Shots. I always wonder, like, these shots, because clearly, like, each one of these people was shot individually, and then they, like, placed them in.
I don't know why they don't just have Hulk stand in the middle and spin.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna take a break.
I would love it to see if he like spun like a kid, just whipping his arms around, like my son, who could be the Hulk, by the way.
Still, so impressed with Clint Hawkeye Bartholomew.
Yeah,
like he's like just like look at all these guys doing all this crazy shit. He's just a human dude, and Romanoff.
Yeah,
just so impressed with the two of them.
The initial sound that comes out of Vision's thing when he like
okay, that's
fires.
A lot of beams hitting him, and one of them is the straight stone too.
Yeah, so that's why like even adamantium can be melted up. But anyways, yeah, Vision's laser blast. It's the same sound as Rey's blaster in The Force Awakens.
Oh fuck!
I love that.
Catch every one of them. Don't let them get away.
Gotta catch them all. They're Pokemon.
Pretty soon, like movies down the line.
Yeah.
One of the guys serving them shawarma will be just like a robot. We'll see them hidden, in a background scene of the mall.
That would be amazing.
And then eventually,
look at
that. Maybe not.
I like what they've done to like the character work they've done with Rhodey there now. It's like because he's acting like he's all badass to try and like match up with the Avengers, only to be nowhere near them ever.
Who?
Fucking War Machine.
Oh yeah,
Rhodey.
Yeah, I know he did kill a couple guys. He was
he killed a couple. No, but like even in the party before, he was like talking, like he was telling some awesome roads, like war story, and nobody gave it. They're like, what? Who gives a shit about
that? Was nothing. That was
piddly.
like my afternoon.
Yeah,
every afternoon for fucking 12 years.
I was eating shawarma and doing that shit.
Oh, look at him, he's all fucked up. Yeah, he took a big blast.
Oh yeah,
he took like a straight 100% blast from fucking Vision, Thor, and Iron Man. So like, yeah, I can see it actually. And then he took a big Hulk punch.
Yeah.
It's true. I like true. Nobody's in the dining room anymore.
See, I like the coolness of these guys though. It doesn't matter what they're doing. They can have that kind of conversation.
They're just making small talk, Just chit-chatting.
Uh-oh. I like that this is the cooling down version of Hulk, though. He's just ripping little shit apart. He's like, I got nothing else to kill. I'll just break the stuff that's here.
So there's nothing even left.
There's like a glass. He just picks it up and smash. Fuck that thing.
It makes it, now that I see this, it makes it such a bummer that he fucked off for so long.
Yeah.
Like a total prick.
Yeah.
Like, you got ladies that want you to bang them, dude. Like,
I
what
know.
the hell? Where are you going?
But he,
And by ladies, I mean lady.
yeah. I don't know. There's probably
Oh,
some others.
fuck. This kid, I told you not to go to the bathroom in the middle of a damn,
Yeah.
the country floating around.
That would have been the best if he's like, how attached are you to this child?
Shit. Fine.
Pretty attached.
9 out of 10.
Somebody else want to go? Yeah.
A 7. Damn, I was hoping you'd go lower than 5. Now I gotta go there and save the fucking
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah. I don't get out of bed for a 5.
Uh-oh.
He grabs her hand and just rips off her arm.
Oh, God.
There was,
Gotta cool him down, lady. Better make sure the fighting's over.
yeah. It was a cheesy.
Oh, fuck.
Ugh. It was a cheesy but hilarious joke. Seth Meyers did. He was talking about some like orangutan or something ripped off some guy's thumb, and he's like, and who's got 3 thumbs and likes bananas? This guy. And it was a picture of like the monkey, the ape with the
Look, he is pissed.
And
oh, he just saved his life.
it would have been better if he just missed them completely. Like, it's just like he was so fast, all the bullets missed him. They got. See?
Couldn't outrun a bullet. Smart enough to outrun a bullet. They're bookworm.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, he
fast
didn't
guy,
do.
he certainly ain't very fast.
Well, the point is, he was fast. He sacrificed.
Yeah, he couldn't save himself.
Well, that's.
Oh, fuck. She's pissed. Here we go.
See, to me, this is that's where they fucked up in Revenge of the Sith, when they have that moment when the Emperor tells Darth Vader that he killed Padme, and then he just crushes a couple little things. Like, he should have used his force powers to wipe out everything.
Yep.
Like, there should have been people, and he should have just been just literally everything raise up and just
No, he's not.
I like
is
the
he jumping.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was in free fall.
Oh, he saved her in Hulk mode.
You good? You good? All right. Cool. See you later.
Oh, he's going. Oh, fuck, buddy.
I like that. Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, you got fucked, Ultron.
Hells yeah.
Right through a bus. He hates public transit.
Oh.
That's the one place he does not want to die.
Put me in an Uber or nothing.
Play the radio at least.
That baby's name, that child's name was Zarinka.
Oh, that's that mom.
That's
Booby Mom.
That's probably
going
gonna
to
come
4
back
shots in this movie.
Yeah, I know.
She's in the credits as Booby Mom.
I'm telling you, there's no circumstances where an executive or producer did not get at least a hand job from that.
Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. I'm just gonna lie next to a corpse.
Well, it's probably not the first time he's done that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, he's just a damn human being, for God's sakes. He must be wiped out.
Oh, he must when these things are done, he must sleep for 20 hours.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Man, there's something about Ultron where there it is. No, there's
Is he gonna blow himself up or something?
No, he just she ripped out his heart. But there's something about Ultron that has that notion of caring still. It's kind of it's like a weird thing. He's like, I have to kill the whole world. He's like, it's to protect you by killing you.
Yeah. Oh shit.
You did not have your friggin' eyes on the prize.
Oh, there it goes.
So I like this too. It's not
Holy
just dropping it, it's rocketing it down to the ground.
Oh yeah, with extra force.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Here's hero time, Iron Man.
I'm gonna try.
Save the whole thing. Blah blah.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
It's always fucking Iron Man.
Oh, it's not just Iron Man. It's everybody.
Whoa.
Oh, I would love that.
Vision comes in to save his old lady. He can see the future. He knows.
He honks her tits.
She's got
He
nice
just
ones
threw-
too. There's multiple
They're there.
scenes where she was all bent down, and I was like, you know, she's crying and upset, but still looking at the cleave.
Yeah. Boom. See, Thor does it.
Oh.
Boom. Now everybody underneath.
Woo. Yeah, just rain down on the earth here.
Yeah.
Oh no, I guess it'll just be the old hole where the place used to be. Whoa, what the fuck is that?
I guess that's fair. Oh, a lot of water. This is their way out of it. It's landing in water, guys. Don't worry. This isn't landing on people.
So when they ripped it out, there was just water underneath it?
No, I think that like it was. They were probably.
Oh, is this where he fucks off?
Yeah.
It is too.
Mhm.
Here you go.
So now this is our next tide in Ragnarok.
Yes.
Like,
Holy fuck, they really gave her in this one, man.
yeah.
And they're like, you did your job, Whedon. Fuck off.
I think maybe what people are missing when they criticize this movie is that this movie is kind of a sack fly. You know what I mean? Like it's giving points to everything else by maybe,
while
like,
sacrificing a little bit for like the greater good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
which I don't know if maybe that's a little bit of what Joss Whedon had a problem with, where he's like, I can't, you know, it's like my stats are being affected because so you can get yours later.
Hey, if you
type
make
thing,
if you got $2 billion movies under your belt, you're right.
But that's the problem when you're making something like this. Everybody has to be thinking big picture, and I feel like Disney has done a very good job.
Fucking
at
right
making
they
sure
have. Oh, he
that they do
found
that,
him.
even at the expense of other people. Sometimes, where people are like, "Oh, they're interfering,
Right.
they're doing this." It's like, well, we have no choice but to think
They're
about
the
what's happening.
ones.
Like you're thinking about what's happening in this movie, and maybe into the next movie. I'm thinking about what's happening 9 movies,
20
from
movies
now.
ahead from now. Yeah, it's like playing chess, man.
Yeah.
$1 billion chess.
And we want to include some things that when people watch this movie back, they're going to think you're a genius, even though you didn't have
Yep.
anything to do with it. I really like, there's the,
There should have been more conversations like this in the movie.
it's like
We're just scratching the surface of like Ultron and they get rid of him.
but I think that Vision too, like again, and Vision can only have this conversation with Ultron. Like,
Exactly.
nobody else will understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's something in him though that's just so.
Ultron could come back. He's a program. I don't think I don't think any of them are truly gone because whenever they need somebody, they'll just bring him back. But he's got a very good case because he could just rebuild them. The program is somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. He is, to me, not being a religious man, he is what I would want God to be philosophically.
Right.
Like the understanding that he's all powerful, but that it's not his place to be the power.
Did they purposely make this place
You
look
know what
like
I mean?
Clark Kent's or something? I hear what you mean. Yes.
Yeah. But I don't think that they did do that. I think they just wanted farmhouse and they got one.
Right. And they got one all right.
Yeah. Because they're like, where's nobody looking for people? Farm.
He should be fucked right up.
Yeah.
Not even a black eye on him. Oh no, he's got a
Yeah,
couple
he's got a scratch.
scratches and
Well, his injuries were on the torso. She's not seeing that. But it would be the best. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna go wash up. Okay, and you hear him, and you just hear, he just starts, and he's crying. And he's just like,
he drives an Audi.
it's like every emotion all at once. So this is interesting. I want to know how upstate New York. Like, is this on the other side of the Target in Lackawanna, or what's
The
going on?
Target in Lackawanna.
Hey, was
That's
that
a
that
good
Asian girl?
store
Oh,
too.
the
Yes,
Asian
it
girl was
was.
still alive.
Yes, it was.
She lives,
She's a plant, bro. She's friggin' she's
but she doesn't show up ever again.
she's Hydra.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't like that thing's already been. Aw, Nathaniel Pietro Barton. So he named him after. he named him after both Black Widow and Quicksilver.
What's she doing just standing up here in this blank? This is like the
Waiting.
thinking room.
Yeah, she's just waiting. That's all you gotta do.
It's nowhere to sit. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
like
Throw
what
it out
the
of it.
frig? It's
Well,
like
you don't want your Avengers to be lazy.
it is
though. You can
new.
fucking
It is the
stand up.
new. You know, there's a suggestion box. Hopefully.
Yeah, they've requisitioned benches. They'll be here within 3 to 6 weeks.
Wow, that's funny. They could build like a damn robot that can take over the world in like 3 days, but the benches are gonna take fucking a month.
Well, because they didn't build the benches, they've ordered them and they fucked up and they
Like,
ordered them from they ordered them from Alibaba.com instead of Amazon.
Alibaba. I heard they were a contender.
That's why I said somebody was saying they're like, oh yeah, what's his face, Jeff Bezos' wife gonna get half his money and whatever. I'm like, she's just gonna end up ordering shit off of Amazon and giving the money right back to him anyways. Nice.
No, really good.
I love all of their little philosophical things like that. Like, who else? Like, when they were talking about, like, you know, if you put it in an elevator and the elevator goes up, is the elevator worthy?
Whoa. True.
Oh, it's right here.
I like that they're trying so long just to figure out, how does this hammer work? Like, what deems you worthy?
Yeah. And it's funny because they're in a spot where you would think, like, they're just in a world where it's like, we don't even need to know the why anymore, because there's so many things we could ask the question why, and we just should not be bothering.
Yeah.
Pew.
Yeah, like that, for instance.
Actually, that's double funny, because since there's nothing that can't be explained, then the first explanation would be, how did they get the Rainbow Bridge back?
Yeah, like, what the hell?
Or the Bifrost.
What, they have to break up, or what?
Well, he's essentially finished with the Avengers at this point. That's like a thing now. Cars can just fucking do that.
Yeah, they saw the guy in the Tesla when he was like asleep at the wheel and it was driving itself.
Yeah. What else are they doing right now? Disney's testing their minivans, which are basically driverless Ubers, which will take you from a park to your hotel. Or
Oh my god, it's totally going to be itchy and scratchy land.
Totally. And what else was they? They just... I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was Boeing. I think it was Boeing. They just tested a pilotless plane. Whoa. It was just a takeoff and a landing, but it takes off like a Harrier, so it doesn't need like a runway or anything like that.
Just lift up in the air.
So it just goes off.
And then standing there for 2 days. Like, oh my god, lady, you gonna go to the bathroom or anything? Or
you go into the room, and then you see all the people who have been in the movie are all old now, and you're like, oh my god, it's.
They're not the 27 Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
This kind of threw me off, though. It's like, now you've got it's literally a brand new version of the Avengers.
Well, until the next one.
Well, no, but I mean, this is like what, like, my expectation wasn't that like all of the Avengers would be gone after this. You know what I mean? It was like, I was like, oh, what's the plan?
Well, Tony Stark caused a lot of shit, so
yeah, man.
He's got to fuck off for a while.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Absolutely. It's real big close-ups. These are like, I don't know what models these are built from, or like what,
They look
like
like marble.
Yeah, it does. It's what I'm saying, but it's like, I don't know what it was.
John Favreau and Stan Lee, executive producers.
Oh yeah.
John Favreau, you lucky fuck.
Oh man.
Making mad cash.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, man. When you get the credit because you started
there at the beginning.
I really wish if I could be a fly. Excuse me. If I could be a fly on the wall for any of it. Sorry, I just had a thing.
If I could be a fly on anybody's turd, I think it would be his.
That'd be a Hawkeye's turd. No, but it would be. I would want to be there for the day when they did that big one of Infinity War. Was getting ready to come out, and they had that giant photo shoot where they had all the directors and all the actors and all. I was like what a moment to be there for, where like it's everybody celebrating the culmination of something they all built together in their own little piece. You're not going to see
a lot of hard-ons in that room.
Yeah, you're not going to see Zack Snyder and Patty Jenkins.
Snyder. Well, you said that with a lot of like Snyder.
Well, I said it with Snidely. I did.
Schneiders.
He's lucky I even said his goddamn name and didn't cut it off halfway.
Yes. I still like that there's people out there going like, we need to see the real cut. Like, no, we don't.
No.
Yeah, what's it called? Danny Elfman.
Yeah. Yeah, that I can't remember why they made that switch. Actually, what's kind of crazy to me is this is the first Danny Elfman thing that I didn't know that I couldn't tell he did.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been amazing.
There he is.
So, like, what a cool, like, this would be a cool little statue thing to actually have. I'm surprised they didn't make it.
Yeah,
like,
that probably is made.
Yeah. I was like, I'm surprised that's not a,
I heard he's doing, like, suicides. Or no, that's, oh, here's the after credits.
Yeah, it's something.
Toilet camp.
It could be anything. Oh. I see.
Ooh.
Love. Yes. This was so cool. Oh,
whoa!
So good with the empty.
I'll do it myself. Fine. He's like, Ultron fucked up.
That's
He was probably going to steal the Mind Stone from Ultron.
yeah.
Or after Ultron destroyed everyone on Earth, that part, Thanos wouldn't have to destroy 50% then, so then
Yeah.
he could save some from somewhere else and get the stone in the process.
Yeah.
That's probably what he meant.
Yeah, it could have been.
Or what did he mean that the buddy Ultron was working for him?
No, I don't think he was working.
I don't
for
think he
him.
was either. I'm standing up.
I think that he was aware of what the consequences could be.
Right.
No,
I know what you're saying. I'm going to bend
this
down.
goes up.
I know, it's just stretching.
I know, but I'm letting you
I'm not going
stretch.
to put my leg up like a
There you go.
detective.
Nice. His balls are in my face now. I'm not a huge
This is
fan
like
of it,
SVU.
but I don't hate it. But look at realistically, like look, the primary cast for such a large movie is actually quite small.
Stanley as himself. He was riveting.
Riveting.
Sokovia, man. Let's go to Sokovia for our next vacation.
It's not there anymore, man.
Oh, let's go with the hole where Sokovia used to be.
Yeah. That's like, I was reading an article recently and it was like the top places to like take your family, like the coolest places to take your family on vacation. And one of them was Freedom Tower in New York and the 9/11 memorial. And while I think that's an important thing to go see, maybe that's not like this was being sold as these are the fun places you got to go check out.
Yeah, I'm sure
Like,
that's a barrel of fucking laughs.
like they were talking about like in Washington, the Air and Space Museum and like the Smithsonian and
The
stuff
tour
like that.
at the 9/11 museum is given to you from Fluffy. What's his name? Iglesias or whatever. It's me, Fluffy.
Oh, yeah. Gabriel Iglesias. Gabriel Iglesias,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Oh my God.
The first half is Kevin Hart. The second one is Fluffy.
Yeah. Oh my God. I still, I still like pointing out when people forget because when Gabriel Iglesias was kicked off of Last Comic Standing for violating the rules.
What is
And
it?
they like had
No nudity.
no. You're not supposed to be in contact with anybody like in the outside world while you're shooting this thing because you're not supposed to tell people what's going on and stuff like that. And he snuck his cell phone on and he was calling his girlfriend every day and telling him the jokes he was telling and all this kind of stuff. And they caught him. And then
Well, who gives a shit?
and then, it means something to them because they don't want their shit ruined, right? Like they don't want because he could easily be telling, oh yeah, this person got eliminated. And blah, blah, blah.
I gotcha. It was like a contest.
Well, it's
Why,
like
was
the
he
whole-
gonna win the thing?
Well, he was.
Dear God.
He was in it. I was like, there was no reason he couldn't have won it.
Was there anybody else big in his class?
I don't remember,
whatever.
to be honest. There's probably a few. It's funny because I looked through some of them, and like there's some seasons it's like, oh hey, there's a season that had like Amy Schumer and
Right.
Jim Norton and all these people. I'm like, oh, these are people who were all like, most of them were like kicked off before like the live shows. And I was like, but I think that those people were honestly just brought on to fill in the show.
Right.
Like, I'm like, I see a Jim Norton or something like that, somebody who was already kind of big, but like only like club people knew him type thing. And I was like, he was brought on to be really funny, and then they weren't going to pick him because he doesn't have time to go do this shit anyway.
Right.
So it was
They probably got a nice cash grab to show up and do a little get the guy that loses.
Probably. I remember the one, I don't remember the name of the comedian, but they used to do in that roast battle on Comedy Central. It was basically, you'd have Jeff Ross hosted it, and there would be two comedians roasting against each other back and forth, and then they would pick a winner. And the one guy was being really shitty. And I think there's something about cred that happens in these things, even when they're supposed to be all in fun, that some people just really get their backs up about it. And this guy's like, well, you guys paid me a ton of money to come here anyways, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, all right, like, hope you had a good time. And the guy's like, I can't wait to get out of here. This is all bullshit. And like, because they weren't picking him to win.
Right.
And they weren't sucking up to him and going like, oh, you're such a god for being here and blah, blah, blah. Same thing happened in fucking Lip Sync Battle. They don't even, like...
In Lip Sync Battle.
Lip Sync Battle.
How did I not win?
Oh, no, not Lip Sync Battle.
It was perfect.
Sorry. What's the one... What Method Man hosted? It was James Corden's thing. It was like the battle rap.
Yes.
So it's basically another roast battle thing. But it was...
kind of like Wild Now.
Yeah, it was Marlon Wayans versus Jay Farrow. And Marlon Wayans won. And Jay Farrow was like, well, I wrote all my shit. He didn't write any of his own shit.
Yeah,
and then it's like nothing could matter less.
Yeah, like, dude, like, it's a joke.
Absolutely.
The show's clearly a joke show. Like, what the fuck? Like, You just got beat by a non-rapper in a lip sync show.
Yeah,
or a rap show or something. In some...
And you both like, neither one of you rap, but he's basically like, well, he's all bullshit anyway. The whole show is
Ghost
bullshit.
Rider.
The whole show is bullshit. He like Method Man even says, I'm just picking whoever to win. Like he's not like I'm picking the guy who spits the best rhymes or like he's like no I'm just
we're having fun
yeah
where you're getting paid we're having fun
and then you
unlike
see
us
and then you see somebody like that and then like they were getting up in each other's faces though and they were talking like oh I saw you did this and he's like yeah when I did that shit first and they get up and like you saw each other I'm like they do not like each other. Like
it's hilarious
and I was like only something like this the simplest thing in the world like if you can't take a roasting, don't go to something where you're going to make fun of each other. You're going
to be a roast.
Like, Jesus
I didn't
Christ.
like you because on that show, that comedian show, that Last Comic Standing or whatever, there was two guys who were up for the win. I think one of the guys was that stuttering dude. It might have even been America's Got Talent.
That was
America's.
The stuttering dude was in America's Got Talent.
But, okay, so they had the stuttering dude, and they had another comedian that was on there, and they were having like a battle. But they were like, "Oh, if you're going to be a comedian, you have to learn the art of like roasting." And then the roast master guy comes out, and these two dudes have to do like a roast on each other. And I was like, "You don't have to be a fucking roast comedian.
No.
Like, what do you like? I'm only a like. Come on, you want to be this kind of comedian? There's like so many types of jokes you can tell. They don't have to be roast." I was like, I did not like that.
I think that was just their way of just leading into another type of competition.
Yeah, it was, but I didn't think it was fair to the stuttering dude because I was like, man, this ain't fucking fair. This guy doesn't do. This guy's a specific type of comedy.
Yeah,
it's all about his stuttering. It's like kind of cheeky, kind of like he's not going to be dissing somebody like, and then you're going to lose him points, and he's going to lose the whole thing because he doesn't want to make fun of some guy brutally.
Yeah,
I'm not really into the roasts.
I
find them too brutal.
I like them when I know the people know each other.
Yeah, then it's fine
because it's way different.
Sometimes
when
that girl comes out, and I'm just like, holy God, lady,
that's roast battle. Yeah, but
she's good though.
No, she's
holy
really good.
Fuck, like,
but. See, I like ones, and I like the ones where either you knew they were friends or they known each other for a long time, or the ones where the person's not there. Like my favorite all-time roast joke is Gary Coleman had literally just died, and Jeff Ross said, our old friend Gary Coleman is not here anymore. Died of multiple aneurysms, which is kind of like Different Strokes. Like it's the meanest thing you could have possibly said at that exact moment, and it was just like, oh, and I loved it so much. But then I've seen ones where like a husband and wife went against each other, or two guys who like are roommates went against each other, and those ones are funny because like they know everything about each other, but you know that they're not hurting each other's
they don't
feelings.
Give a fuck,
but
that rap show you were talking about, I'm sure I saw one where it was Seth Rogen versus Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
And they were being pretty brutal, but they're very good friends.
They're good
and you know that they sat back there and laughed and wrote it between each other.
Yeah.
Because their raps were way too like, he says something about being in movies, and then Seth Rogen's like, well, how come I'm fat and whatever, and I'm a star and you're not? And you know what I mean? And it was like, it was way too good for them to have not have planned it.
Oh, absolutely.
But still, who cares?
Well, it's all co-written with, there's another guy, it's a girl, Eliza Schlesinger, who actually wrote for the big ones that happened on Corden that made it all viral, like when it was James Corden versus David Schwimmer and stuff like that.
David Schwimmer.
That actually
he's gangsta.
But that was legit funny when I saw that for the first time, and that's actually what like fired off the show and stuff like that. But I think we've talked about that long enough. We were just getting through those long ass credits.
I know, right? See what the credits did?
No, the problem was
you missed too with us talking.
Yeah.
Now you have no idea that the Avengers will return.
Oh, I know. I didn't miss that. I was actually going to use that as my
shit
thing. I was going to say the Avengers will return, and so will we.
That's my battle cry.
As always, guys, go find us on the interwebs. Find us at miscastcommentary.com. Email us podcast@miscastcommentary.com. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking about this. We're almost at the halfway point about now. I don't
Right.
quite remember where we
Next
are.
one is, I think.
Yeah. So yeah,
I think halfway through the next one is like halfway.
yeah, it's like an hour and 12 minutes into the next one.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not
But yeah, so emails. We'd love to hear from you. Also hit us up on Twitter at Miscast Podcast or me at JK Finley. Todd's at Miscast Todd. We're always around. We'll always respond and all those kind of things because we really don't have anything better to do. We're not like those other people. By other people, I mean successful people.
Yeah, like people that laugh and
Gross.
have meaningful relationships and
happy and shit.
don't
Ugh.
involuntarily poop themselves when women are around.
Not worth it.
Not even. Not the fuck even.
No. So that's too much time wasted on the toilet. I'd rather just poop myself in front of a lady.
Exactly right. Right. She's probably into it.
You got
Ever
it.
seen Dr. Pimple Popper, man? There's some weird shit out there.
She's
bro.
hot and gross at
Oh,
the same time.
hell. She can pop my zits any day.
Ugh. It just gave me the chills.
That was good, actually. It was
But-
a boner chill.
Yeah, it was, but that's
He's got
neither
a
here nor
stone
there.
cold boner going
I'm
right
gonna
now.
pump the pimple that is my penis head.
Yeah.
White stuff's coming out one way or another. But anyway, I don't know. I went
One way or another.
Yeah. you figure it out.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Please remember to wherever you listen to like, comment, subscribe, rate. However that medium asks you to like something, do that. If it's stars, if it's thumbs, if it's that ape that ripped off the extra thumb, give us the extra thumb.
Yes.
But yeah, just help the world know we exist.
Also, keep your pet spayed and or neutered.
Keep it spaded, like don't unspay it.
That's right. And even if it is spayed and or neutered, do not fuck it.
Yeah, just don't. Okay.
That's life advice.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna learn from our mistakes, that's gonna be the one you're gonna learn from. Hey, where's my chihuahua? Oh my god, it's split in half.
You wish your penis was that big. The old chihuahua splitter.
That's Thor's new weapon.
It's-
I had Stormbringer, now I have the chihuahua splitter. All right, guys.
fucking weapon sounds killer.
Join us next week when we introduce another new character to the MCU. We're going to have a little visit with Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Or Ant-Man, depending on how you
Ooh,
pronounce
yeah.
things.
Where's Auntie?
Auntie.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.